The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
There's a voice that keeps on calling me. Down the road is where I'll always be. Every stop I make a new friend. Can't stay for long, just turn around and I'm gone again. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow I'll just keep moving on. Down this road that never seems to end. When new adventure lies just around the bend. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, the whole world is my home. So if you wanna join me for a while, just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on. There's a world that's waiting to unfold. A brand new tale no one has ever told. We've journeyed far, but you know it won't be long. We're almost there and we've paid our fare with a hobo song. Maybe tomorrow I'll wanna settle down. Until tomorrow, I'll just keep moving on.
There we go. There we go.
You wanna join me for a while? Just grab your hat, come travel light, that's hobo style.
Coming to you in a second, Alan. Here we go. Hang on. Hang on.
I'll find what I call home. Until tomorrow, you know I'm free to roll.
Okay. My name is Jester, and I am a massive racist.
Yes, it's still a massive racist, dear listener. We have that as fact. Good evening. It's Friday. We made it. 3-day week for me. 3-day week for you.
Yeah.
In terms of coming into a radio studio and doing radio, in terms of life, it's been like a 15-day week. Sweet Lord. It's been physically painful, emotionally painful, expensive, horrendous, bleak. Ah, jeez. Thank you, dear listener, for putting up with, me being a part-timer in my whinging this week. It's, man alive. Anyway, onwards and upwards. It's Friday. It's the Late Night Alternative. I'm Iain Lee. This is Catherine Boyle. Good evening.
Hello.
You know, you're quiet.
I'm not. Oh, yeah, I am. They've probably turned my microphones down.
Is she quiet? She sounds quiet in my ears.
Yeah,
I sound loud in my ears.
Mine. Yeah.
Can we turn it up? You sound quiet in my ears. I sound loud, James, and she sounds quiet. What can we do? How do we fix that?
I think it's called a fader.
There we go. We got it. We're in. You know the score, dear listener. It's a phone-in show where you can call in about anything. We're going to sit here and we're going to talk balls tonight. James is answering the phones this evening, which is always a thrill. You phone up about absolutely anything you want. Anything you want. Can I throw something out there? I think David Lammy's got quite a good point. I think he's got quite a good point.
I think he expressed it clumsily.
The time I heard him express it, I heard him express it quite well. He's obviously expressed it a few times. I think David Lammy makes quite a good point, and I think that the white press is doing its best to turn it into something that actually it's not turning it into. I feel sorry for Stacey Dooley. I don't actually. She's a massive racist.
She is not,
and she deserves it. No, because she's caught in the crossfire. But I think the point I heard him say was the way Comic Relief does these things, and let's be honest, Comic Relief is boring, right? If nothing else, as a televisual entertainment, it is boring. So is, what's the other one with kids?
Children in Need.
Children in Need.
I mean...
It's boring TV.
Honestly, is there anyone listening who has not gone out and made a cup of tea when the emotional films come on?
Is there anybody who watches it? If you know that Partridge is doing something, or if you know the Spice Girls are getting back together, you might kind of flick over. No one sits and watches it. We both worked at the BBC where we had to really buy into the children in need, comic relief, and I've done stuff for comic relief. You know, I did a dancing thing for them.
And the cause is great.
Yeah, okay, but we really had to buy into it, and I couldn't, because it's boring. It's boring. And here's the point. The time I heard Lammy express it was, he said, "Look, you know, you're raising money and stuff, okay, but the way Comic Relief does it is 20 years out of date. Yeah. It's 20 years out of date. And you know what? Who am I, a white guy, to tell a black guy how he's supposed to feel about white people going and having their pictures taken with poor black people? I can't tell a black person how to feel about that."
Here's something I know, that there are African aid agencies on the ground who understand the situation. They're far better than we do. Why don't we give them the money and resources instead of going in, posing with the children, taking lots of longing pictures under Coldplay soundtracks?
We know that they will spend it all on drugs and guns. We know that. We know that if we give the money directly to the Africans, they're going to spend it on drugs and guns. We know that. That's a fact. You know, here's the thing, right? You might disagree. It's me clicking now. I don't quite know how I'm doing it.
Your chair is bashing against the desk.
It's that. There you go. That's that fix now. Here's the thing, right?
It's bashing.
I have got no... It's that button there, don't worry. I've fixed it now. I can't tell a black guy how to feel about seeing poor black people on TV. I can't tell him that what he's feeling is right or wrong. So why would I? But I think he's got a point. I think those... I get it. I get those films of, you know, and it's generally white people. It's not always white people. Lenny Henry's been out there, and last I heard he was black. I mean, we haven't got the results back from the laboratory yet, and I know there are other black entertainers. But maybe just the whole thing of going en masse, you know, to a poor village and picking up kids with flies around their faces. Maybe that's not the way to do. Maybe that's not the way to raise awareness and pique the public's interest anymore. Maybe there are other ways of doing it.
Something interesting that you said is that you very rarely see the parents of these children.
Yeah, well,
and realise that they're trying to do their best and all this kind of stuff.
I don't know if that's true. I've seen the parents.
Well,
I don't. I mean, also, all I've seen is that one picture of Stacey Dooley. Who knows what was, you know, a foot away from her? Who knows what the picture before was? Who knows what the picture after her was? I
think her heart is in the right place.
She was very clean, wasn't she? I've been in hot countries, not Africa, but I've been in hot countries with poor people. And, you know, 10 minutes out of the hotel, you're sweaty, you got black marks on your face where you've wiped your face, your hair's all over the place.
She was camera ready, wasn't she?
She looked very glam, didn't she? So I think this is what I'm saying, is you can phone in about anything, including this. We don't normally kind of go in this heavy. But I think he kind of makes a good point, and I think that I thought it was weird that Comic Relief were arguing with him on Twitter. Did you see that? The Comic Relief feed was having a go. It was doing that. Well, we did ask you to do a film, David, on Twitter. I'm thinking, oh, no, come on, you're the Comic Relief feed. You're supposed to be getting us to wear our underpants on the outside of our clothes, you know. You're supposed to be getting us to dress up as lumberjacks. And no, don't argue with the fella on Twitter. So I'm going to say he is certainly right to express his feelings. I'm going to say his argument, I think, is 80% valid. And I think, yeah, maybe Comic Relief, maybe, you know, it's kind of a throwback, isn't it, from Live Aid, which is, in turn, here's who you can blame it on. Do you know who you can blame it on? You know, trace it back. Who can you blame it on? White people...
Missionaries.
No, bring it forward a little bit.
Okay.
White people with cameras and poor black people. There's one person you can trace it back to.
No.
Yep.
Go on.
Michael Burke.
Right.
Michael Burke.
There were other reporters that went...
He did the first one. Michael Burke did the first report from Ethiopia.
He did the one that Geldof saw.
The very, very first one from Ethiopia that prompted Status Quo to be the cocaine dealers at Live Aid. Did you know that? They were just dealing everyone. Anyway, that's by the by. So it's him we have to blame. Michael Burke was... this is how hard...
So what we're saying, Michael Burke's a racist now, is that right?
This is how hard pushed we were in the 80s, guys. Michael Burke was our Stacey Dooley. That's how tough things were. Imagine. So it's Michael Burke's fault. But Michael Burke, when was that report? 82, I'm going to say. That's 40 years ago, nearly. It's nearly 40 years ago. Yeah, it is. It's 37 years ago. Nearly 40 years ago, right? That's a long time. Imagine if we were doing... If you go back to 1985 and you go back 40 years from that to 1945 and we were doing things the same way that we did during the Second World War.
Look at this terrible scene.
Yeah, exactly. So I think Lammy makes a good point. I think there'll be a bit of fallout about this. And but I think good will come of it ultimately. We will learn to be better people as a direct result of it. So well done, David Lammy. I salute you.
With water.
You shouldn't have said water, because now that makes me look like I'm taking the mick on people that haven't got water.
Oh, God.
Let's go to Ryan. Good evening, Ryan.
Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm OK, Ryan. What have you got for us this evening?
Well, because you mentioned David Lammy, I thought I'd phone up with my... something I do personally with media, especially with you lot on talk radio, and it got me thinking about me. I put on Twitter about what David Lammy said. I don't really know too much about the story too much. I just saw about what he said.
You don't know too much about the story, but you felt sufficiently qualified to comment about it on Twitter. OK, yeah, go on.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
But you don't know too much. Just to clarify, you don't know too much about the story.
Not directly.
No, but you felt
story.
OK. But you felt you could comment about it on Twitter. OK, brilliant. And now the national radio. OK, brilliant. Let's go.
No, it wasn't. No. This bring it. Okay, the tweet is whatever. Yeah, I understand how that could come across quite stupid, right? But the thing is, it's more about the concept of what he was going on about. I felt like I should tweet about, because I've thought about that a lot. That's all. About like charity and white, the Western world, and the way they sort of portray things comically.
Yes.
So I tweeted. I heard his I read his statement. I've never actually seen David Lammy. I try and make a point of not trying to actually look at or actually see the colour or.
Yeah, but you know, he's black though.
Well, I didn't when I wrote the tweet. Right.
Right, but so you saw his tweet, yeah?
Yeah, I saw the tweet, and I got just Jeremy Vine was asking, was he right to put that?
Well, you saw David Lammy's tweet.
Yes, yeah, they referenced it in the tweet on the Jeremy Vine thing.
Okay, right. You didn't know that you didn't know that David Lammy was black. Okay, right, yes.
No, but all I saw was the other tweets on Jeremy Vine saying he's a racist. He's a racist. He's a racist. Right. So I put then something saying, well, he's not a racist at this time, thinking that he was a white person saying this anyway. So even though I know he's black...
So hang on, you've got your whole grasp of the story from what? Watching the Jeremy Vine show?
No, it's a Jeremy Vine tweet. It just come up on my Twitter.
Not even watching the show.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So it just come up on it, and I thought, well, I've sort of looked into things before, like I say, when it comes to things like white.
You've literally looked into nothing. You just clicked on Jeremy Vine's tweet and saw the replies, right? Okay, yes. Right, I don't know what is the point you're making, caller?
Oh no, the point I'm making is what I've done with a lot of people at talk radio before, right? Is where I listen to their voice,
right?
And I try not to take on the concept or look at it and go, oh, I wonder what that person looks like. I just listen to what they're saying and don't see if they're white or black or anything like that.
Oh, that's bollocks.
No, if I know them...
No, that's rubbish. You can generally tell, 9 times out of 10, no, 99 times out of 100, I can tell if someone is white or black.
Yeah, well, I thought I could, so I'm just about to tell you who I got wrong, and I thought you might find it interesting.
This is a really torturous route. Was it to you guessing whether someone's black or white?
Please say it was Julia Hartley-Brewer.
No.
Come on.
It definitely wasn't Julia Hartley-Brewer.
Okay.
In response to an airport thing that happened a few years ago, I knew for a fact that she wasn't black. But I do like Julia Hartley-Brewer. No. Katy Perry for years, for about a year, I listened to, and I thought she's black, even though she was a Conservative whip. After a while, I figured that out.
There are black Conservatives. They do have black Conservatives now. They've let them in.
Oh, they have? Well, yeah. Okay.
Since 2001.
I didn't know about a whip, though, so I thought that might be too far. Okay. So, that surprised me, and I just thought, it's just something, I just thought I'd let you know that I did, and what you thought about that. Until I stumble across a picture of them.
Dear God. Are you still talking?
Oh, sorry. Okay, yeah. Sorry. I thought it was quite funny.
It was quite funny. Have you been drinking yet?
No, I don't. No, I don't drink.
Go and have a go and fall off the wagon. Go and have a drink. It sounds like you need one. Thank you for that, Ryan. I enjoyed that. Thank you very much indeed. I don't know what it was, but I enjoyed it.
I'm guessing Ryan is white.
No, I'm guessing. I can tell pretty much.
Well.
99 times. That's probably going to get me in trouble. Is that cantankerous?
No, it isn't.
Don't think it's cantankerous.
I told you about when I gave blood yesterday and my nurse was particularly chatty, right?
Yeah.
She's fab, Maxine.
Yeah.
And I want to get her every time, even though she got a bit distracted and I don't think she got in my veins straight away. But the stories she was telling me were brilliant. She used to work in a call centre, an adult call centre.
Oh, hello.
She's black, and she said that she used to get people ringing up and they specifically wanted black girls.
Black girls, yeah.
And one of her colleagues tried to make out that she was black, and they always found her out.
Yeah. Well, you can tell, I think.
I think you can.
Is that contentious? I'm aware that now we're in an era where I am actually a dinosaur, and I'm quite happy, not proud, but I'm happy to admit that I am a dinosaur, and I say things that I think are liberal and loving and wonderful, and people call me out for it.
Black Klansman.
Yeah.
They made a whole deal about how you could change your voice. He was changing his voice to sound like a white man.
Black Klansman was flawed for me because so a black guy phones up the KKK and is talking to him and then has to meet him, so they send the white guy, they send Kylo Ren, right?
Yeah.
But then why don't they just get Kylo Ren to do the phone calls after that? End of story. 03444991000. This is Talk Radio.
It's electric, it's eclectic, it's always rule-free. It's the late-night alternative with that man, Iain Lee. On Talk Radio.
OK, so we have 16 tickets left for Manchester, the show that we're doing in Manchester in May. We got 28 tickets left for Glasgow. I think last I saw there were 2 tickets left for Luton, but they may have gone now. I don't know. I don't know how many are left for Brighton. I'll email Cliff and find out. If you want to come and see us, iainlee.com/event. iainlee.com/event. There's links to all the tickets. I think there's 2 tickets left for Bros this Saturday as well. Tomorrow, yeah. So we're screening the Bros movie, and we've got the producer,
Joe Perlman.
Joe Perlman is coming for a Q&A. It's quite a late start. It's 8:30. So we can't dick around too much. I'm thinking we're going to drop the song tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to do a song tomorrow. We're going to get straight in. We're going to show maybe one of the... I need to see how long they are, the extras on the DVD, but we might show one of those as the B movie. Then get in, then a little break, and then we'll get Joe up for a Q&A.
But I will be passing around the bowl of sweets. We're not going to scrimp on that.
We bring a bowl of sweets, guys, so you don't have to. Again, iainlee.com/event. That's the place to go. Still no word on the Belfast tickets. But, boy, oh boy, they're going to come at some point.
And also to the person who just tweeted us, yes, you didn't imagine Shaftesbury, that's going to happen too.
Oh, Shaftesbury's happening, yeah. We've got, so far, we have got 146 tickets left for Shaftesbury in July. So
you
there's
might
a
be
few
lucky,
left.
yeah.
That's 158 minus 12 is 146 tickets left for the Shaftesbury Fringe in July. It's a lunchtime show. Let's go to Paul. Good evening, Paul.
Good evening. Good evening, Ian.
Good evening, Paul.
And good evening, Kath.
Good evening, Paul.
Well done.
How are you?
Correct. 5 points. All right. Yes. All right, mate. We're in.
Right.
Geezer.
How's it going? Actually, it's none of your business.
No, it's none of your business.
None of my business. Yeah, I just sort of ring up. Usually I listen to your podcast.
How dare you?
Because I'm asleep usually when your show's on, but I'm just awake tonight.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And, I always want to ring up. Then I realise that, the podcast is on and, I can't get involved. So, I'm up tonight, so I thought I'd phone up and get involved. So...
Go on, then.
You've done. You were looking...
Yes.
You were looking for podcasts, right? So.
Oh yeah. We took ages ago. Yeah. We're looking for some new podcasts. We found a couple of great ones. The Tobolowsky files, the End of Days, which is great, and that one looking for the lady.
Oh yeah, looking for Cleo.
Searching for Cleo.
Finding Cleo.
Finding Cleo. That's it. So we've got those. What have you got for us, Paul?
Well, I've got this one. It's called Dr. Death.
Oh, blimey.
Flipping heck, man.
You don't want to be going under the knife anytime soon and listening to that podcast.
Well, what is it?
It's about a neurosurgeon who just basically just messed everybody up that he ever touched. It's quite savage, but it's really gripping. So it's about like 10 episodes.
Is it? And it's a documentary, is it?
Yes, it was, I think, voted like number 2 podcast of the year last year. So it's called Dr. Death, about a neurosurgeon called Christopher Duntsch in America.
Duntsch? I mean, seriously, with a name like Duntsch.
Dr. Duntsch.
Dr. Duntsch, we'll see you now.
You don't want to be going anywhere near the operating table.
So what does Dr. Duntsch, without spoiling it, does Dr. Duntsch, or Dr. Death, as his nickname, his wrestling name, does he kill people, or does he just cut out like bits of their brain so that they forget the word fish? Does he do those kind of things? Not specifically that, but does he do that kind of stuff?
The stuff is much worse than that. Yeah, that's quite jovial.
Does he cut a hole in someone's head and then?
What, trepanning?
Yeah, and then.
Oh my God!
Does he do that in a hole in someone's head?
I don't. No.
Okay, well that's something.
No.
You pervert! Fancy thinking of that?
Well, why not?
That's no wonder you got struck off.
You just bang out of order. Is what you just need to.
I have to apologise, Paul.
Rein it in a bit.
Hang on a minute. He's telling me I'm worse than Dr. Death.
Wow.
He's telling me I'm
never
worse.
Did that. He had some standards.
Outrage. Outrage. All right.
You should check it out anyway. Because I was the Tobolowsky files. I started listening to that after you mentioned it, and that podcast you did with him, just talking for like 45 minutes was amazing. It was just like wasn't he?
Hey, listen, it wasn't us. I think we asked about 4 questions in that entire thing. He's just a brilliant storyteller, isn't he?
Oh,
Paul.
What? So
we lost you for a second. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, no, I'm still here.
I've got Dr. Death. Christopher Duntsch was a neurosurgeon who radiated confidence. He claimed he was the best in Dallas. If you had back pain and had tried everything else, Dr. Duntsch would give you the spine surgery that would take your pain away. But soon... Oh, this looks great, man. Soon his patients started to experience complications.
Oh, no.
And the system failed to protect them, which begs the question, who or what is that system meant to protect? Oh, that bit's a bit boring. All right, I'm subscribed, brother. I'm in.
All right, it's a good one.
Nice one, Paul. I will let you know next week if you owe me money because you've wasted my time or not.
Well, we'll keep up the good work.
Thank you, brother.
Loving the podcast.
Cheers, Paul. Thanks a lot for listening. We appreciate it.
Paul.
I like that. If you've got good podcasts, doesn't have to be murder stories, but I'm looking for new stuff and not stuff that everyone's heard of. Like people going, you must get the new David Tennant podcast. No. Doesn't interest me in the slightest.
I don't really want any more true crime ones. I'm a bit crimed out.
Okay, no, I get that.
Although I listened to Dirty John, Pablo recommended.
I've heard this a bit disappointing, Dirty John.
No, wasn't disappointed, but
a bit too horny for you, was it?
Wasn't. I don't think he was. No.
Say the word, because I've never heard you say the word.
What?
Say horny.
Why?
Just say it.
No, because you'll clip it.
I won't clip it.
Horny.
Could you clip that for James, please? Of course I'm going to clip it. Could you clip that and email it over to me, James? Thank you very much indeed. Of course I'm going to clip it. I'm going to put it on the hotkeys.
He was just like a master manipulator, and then it gets really, really stalkerish and dark.
Yes,
so I'd like something fun.
OK, well, I got something fun for you. Say hello to my good friend Alan Caddick.
Oh, Alan Caddick. Hey, Alan Caddick, you're sounding very, very, very happy considering what happened to you earlier in the week.
He was snatch-fished. Is that the phrase?
Catfished.
Catfished. I'm so sorry. Yes, catfished.
I want to talk about something you talked about last night. The Momo Challenge.
The Momo... By the way, right,
They're still going, aren't they, in the paper?
Well, one of the papers is...
It was the Star.
Is it the Star? The Star...
Holly Willoughby.
Holly Willoughby's. I mean, the Star have got a big thing about how Holly is terrified of the Momo Challenge. They don't mention that it's fake. The Mirror, I think it's the Mirror, have got a thing about how it's probably fake and how no one in this country has actually been affected by it. Here's the thing, guys. People keep saying, oh, no, it's real, it's real, it's real. Send me one of the videos. Send me one of the YouTube links. Send me one of the YouTube links with a Momo video on it. It's not. It's not. It's bullshine. It is bullshine. There'll be videos popping up now because people will be going, oh, right, I'll do that.
I'll make you one, yeah.
I'll make you a Momo challenge you'll never forget. But it's bullshine. But here's the good thing about it, Alan, is it's hopefully prompted a lot of parents to realise that their kids... you have to be wary of your kids online. I think a lot of parents take the internet for granted and think they can just plonk their kids in front of a tablet or a laptop and leave them to it. Or what?
Or a PC.
Yeah, PC. Yeah. Do you want to get that call, Alan?
Might be
It's Robert.
You take it, mate. You take it and put it on speaker.
Okay.
Jesus.
Hi, Robert. Just to let you know, you're live with Iain Lee and Kath at the moment, so please do not swear.
What?
You're on with Iain Lee and Kath at the moment, so please do not swear.
I'm there, listening.
You're live.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Iain? Are you there?
You're talking to me, Iain Lee.
Iain, Kath, you there? I think they're gone.
No, we haven't.
Shh. He's gone, though.
Dear listener, this is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Yes.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. You're very welcome to. I'm trying to get... Did you see the... Let me see if I can find it. It was a bit of a political show this evening. I don't mind doing that from time to time because that's the kind of guy I am. I wear many hats, and some of them fit and some of them don't fit, and I'm cool with that. Here we go. So the independent group, right?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of no marks, okay?
They like Nando's, don't they?
Yeah, they do. So they've got their jobs. You've seen they've listed their jobs.
Oh, no, go on.
They've listed their jobs, right?
Oh, gosh, it's like a...
Now, someone we know is in them. Well, someone we know. Gavin Shuker was like one of the local MPs when we worked at the BBC, and he'd come in, absolutely top bloke.
Yeah.
I thought he was... I didn't always agree with him, but one of the most polite gentlemen you could meet.
He would always answer the questions.
Always. Oh, God, always.
And once he wore a balaclava.
Yeah, we got him to put a balaclava on and take pictures. I wish I still had that picture, because I could ruin him. Really, really nice bloke. I like him a lot, OK? So these are the jobs, OK? Heidi Allen is welfare and pensions, social care and business. They've got, because there's only 12 of them, or 11, that they've all got... Multitasking, so they've all got quite a few. Luciana Berger is home affairs, health and digital and culture. Anne Coffey is children and education. Mike Gapes is foreign affairs and defence. Chris Leslie is treasury and trade, is a big one. Joan Ryan is group business manager and international development. Angela Smith, transport... Listen to this. Angela Smith, transport, local government and housing and energy, environment and rural affairs.
Blimey, Anne.
Anna Soubry is Brexit and justice. Chuka Amuna is group spokesperson, cabinet office and government policy coordination. Gavin Shuker, group convener.
Oh!
So he's the one that sends out the WhatsApp message saying, guys, can we meet? Are you free tomorrow? Or
you know what he is?
Go on.
He tidied up the clubhouse and sets the password every week.
Oh, come on. Give Gavin one. Come on. Give Gavin a better job than that. I mean, you've got Smith, Angela Smith doing transport, local government and housing and energy, environment and rural affairs. Give him energy. Give him energy. Give Gavin Shuker energy.
Or rural affairs.
Give him rural affairs. The campaign starts here. I know it's quite a niche campaign, but the campaign starts here to get Gavin Shuker proper, responsible position in the independent group.
Unless he don't want it, unless he's doing something else as well.
Well, maybe he's gonna leave.
He's got to make all the badges and that, hasn't he?
Isn't he? He's got to do that, laminate the membership cards, collect the subs, everything. Make sure they got enough pop in for the meeting.
Yeah, tuck shop.
Gavin, we've run out of lemonade. Could you go and get some, please? And make sure it's our whites. Thanks very much. No, we don't want Panda Pops. But Chucker, it saves money. Yeah, but it tastes awful. Okay, we want our whites, or we don't want it. Or don't come back at all, you piece of shit. Okay, Chucker.
It's exactly like that. You know it is.
Okay, I like Gavin. The campaign starts here. We want Gavin Shuker to have a position of responsibility, in inverted commas, because none of them have, but a position of responsibility in the independent group.
He could do the uniforms.
Of course he can.
Balaclavas.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. So that's David Lammy sorted. That's the independent group sorted.
Who's next?
We're rattling through it. Oh, it's BTS soon. We'll do BTS in a minute. Good evening, Roger.
Good evening, Iain and Katherine.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to my world. Welcome to life. Yep. Welcome to Friday night. It's soon to be Saturday morning. It's a busy... here's what's happening tomorrow, Roger. And by the way, Catherine drove me in again because I'm still a little nervous about driving. But tomorrow morning I have to drive half an hour to pick up. Here we go. This is what I bought on eBay for $49.95. A Chesterfield footstool. The footstool.
But not the chair that goes with.
Not the chair that goes with it, but the footstool. Footstool.
Doesn't that... What colour is it?
It's kind of like... It's either like dark red, I think.
Doesn't that... Okay.
Go on, say it, Catherine. Get it out. So you got an issue with my foot? She's got an issue with my footstool.
You've chosen
Roger?
your footstool before you've chosen the main piece that it's supposed to go with. So now you're tied to a colour.
No, I'm not. Ma'am.
Why? What?
I'm not tied to a colour. I'm not.
What kind of animal are you? You're going to have mismatched furniture.
I don't give a stuff, me. I could not care.
You're a maverick.
Could not care less, Roger. If the footstool.
A rebel without coordination.
Do you want to know something else? Do you know what? You know I've had a tough old week, Roger.
Yep.
Do you want to know what I did yesterday? I wanted to create a change in my life, right? Do you want to know what I did?
Go on.
Shaved my pubes off.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
What, every last one?
Not every last one. And I nipped myself a few times because I was not in a suitable, healthy frame of mind to do it.
Probably not the best time to choose to shave your pubes.
And I did it while I was having a wee.
Oh, my God.
And I've got about 6... I'll show you in a minute.
No, it's all right.
Because here's the thing, Roger, because I've got this big beard now, right? And this is an impressive
You're
beard.
allowed to have matching.
This is this is what I'm saying. I don't mind if the downstairs doesn't match.
Your foot still doesn't match your...
This is what prompted me...
Your corner unit.
This is what prompted me to tell the story, yes. The footstool doesn't match the rest of it, right? But I've got this beard that someone described online. Now, tell me if you think this is right, Catherine. Someone described my beard as a medieval beard. Would you describe it as medieval? What it is, it's very thick and bushy, like on the goatee, and it's a bit narrower on the side, so it kind of gives me like a point.
Yeah.
Finally, there's a point to Iain Lee.
If it went more pointy, I can see what they meant. It's a bit Ravenclaw.
But I'm just aware. This week, I've really thought. This week, you know, when something horrific happens, right? It was in a car crash and it was horrible, right? And when something horrific happens, you just want to somehow manipulate your environment. You want to regain control of the atoms around you, okay? And so I've been thinking, I really want to shave my beard off. But I know that as soon as I shave my beard off, I'll go, oh, no. What'd you do that for? Stupid. So
you did your old chap instead?
I practiced by shaving off my pubic arena.
God.
It's not something I've ever dared do.
You're going to have...
well, you're blind, Roger. I can see, and I nicked myself 6 times, so you might want to get your dad to help.
That's going to...
Oh, God, no.
Dad,
can you just hold this?
Do you want me to come in the bathroom, son? Yes, please, Dad. Oh, my God! What are you doing? Put the razor down, son. It's not worth it. Anyway,
I do get him to check my head and my beard sometimes if I'm not sure whether I've got it
when you said your head, I did wonder again. Roger and I play a game called Apex Legends. It's a great game. It's very popular. I'm one of the best in the world at it. I'm actually in the top 50,000 players. And whenever you play, sometimes you get you find equipment, right? And so someone will shout, play it with Roger and with Ollie, and sometimes someone will shout, "There's a machine gun over here. There's some body armour. There's some white body armour over here. There's some blue body armour over here. There's a purple helmet over here." Every time I'm chuckling away. I'm 46 this year. 46 years old this year. Roger, can you stay there? We've got to do you've been talking so long, mate. We've got to do the adverts. You come on and you just totally... like a whirlwind, this guy. It's like Red Skelton going on the Johnny Carson show. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've got no internet for the last 4 days.
On Talk Radio.
Oh, Nigel's going to phone us tonight. We had to get rid of him yesterday.
Yeah, such a shame he was going to sing.
By the way, if you missed... we played the interview out with Nick Jones last night, the folk singer who was in a horrible car crash in 1982, which ruined his career. Should have killed him, but didn't kill him. He survived, albeit with physical and brain damage. And we played the interview last night. If you missed it, it's out as a podcast. It's something I think is very, very special. You don't have to be a fan of folk music. We play little bits and pieces of his songs, which I think you will like. But you don't have to be a fan. It's just a delightful story told by him and his wife Julia, who are two absolutely delightful human beings. And I had loads of people today get in touch saying I didn't think I was going to enjoy that, but it was lovely. So thank you for that. So go and have a listen to that. We do at least one podcast of this show every single day. It goes out on Acast, iTunes, or they go out on all different... because I use Castbox to get my podcasts.
I think you can listen to it on talkradio.co.uk as well.
Yeah, sure. Why not? Go there. Go there. Go and do it. Go and find it. Go and find the podcasts.
You know how to Google. We don't have to tell you this.
Google it, you slackers. We used to really push the podcasts, and now we don't. And but we should. We're going to start pushing the podcasts again. Maybe we'll start recording some little bonus stuff for the podcasts again until we get bored of that, which I'm kind of bored of now. I've said it. Roger was delighting us. 0344 499 1000. By the way, Roger's the last call we got lined up. So if you want to call up now, is an excellent time. Yes, Roger. Now, Roger. Yes. Now I know why you've called up, because the film that we were banging on about a while ago was on Channel 4 last night.
Yeah.
3 Identical Strangers.
Yeah, watched it this evening. I recorded it because I wasn't sure whether I was in the mood last night or not, and I'm glad I didn't watch it.
He recorded it. He taped it. Now, here's the thing. No spoilers, because there will be some people that haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'm under orders from a vile troll not to mention spoilers.
No spoilers, but what some movie, huh?
Oh, it knocked me for 6. It took me probably about 40 minutes to calm down. Afterwards,
you right there?
40 minutes and a cup of tea.
I'm still choking back the emotion.
I was so angry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I don't know. What got me more angry was a certain one of the people involved. Well, on the periphery.
The old woman.
That I mean,
the old woman who thought it was funny.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I spoke to the director. Whose name escapes me, and he told me off the record. He told me not off the record. He told me when we'd stopped recording. Sorry, which was a big difference. He said they were not They thought we're never going to get anyone involved with this situation. Again, treading carefully. And he got a phone call from one of the producers saying, "We've got this woman who was involved in this situation. Can you get over to her tomorrow? We've got to fly over to the States tomorrow." And he was like, "Okay." And he was expecting her to be a very cagey, apologetic. And he said, "I couldn't believe it. She thought it was funny. She didn't get how devastating what she'd done was." And he said, "And I didn't really say anything. We just sat there and let her talk because." She just...
She wasn't guarded because she didn't think she had anything to defend.
No, not at all.
It was all the stuff with, "Oh, look at me, there's me with Barack Obama, there's me with Michelle Obama, and oh, look, I'm with Errol Flynn."
Yeah.
And
anyway, we did this Nazi experiment, and...
bang! It's like, you weren't joking when you said that it was one of those that you think that the story's over, and then bang, there's another one, and then bang, there's something.
It starts out as one film and it sort of twists into something completely different, and you think that must be it, and it isn't. It's not over.
Those last few revelations, it was like I was sat watching it on my own, and I said a very bad word out loud.
Oh, no.
when one of the final revelations was made, and I'm like, what?
Yeah. It's a great film, isn't it, Rog? It's great.
It's on all four for the next 30 days. If anybody hasn't watched it,
go and watch it. Honestly, it's such an amazing story, and it's a great story. It will be hard to make a bad documentary out of this, but they do the way they put it together, the way it's told, and the way each layer is kind of peeled back, and you get to the next bit. It is the bit when one of the parents, they go for the meeting at the orphanage, and then one of them forgets their jacket, and they go back, and everyone's drinking champagne,
high-fiving each other.
We've got away with we've got away with that.
We got away with it, and they're all drinking champagne.
That was just crazy. It's like, you guys have not steered me wrong. First Kung Fu Elliot, then Bros, and now this.
Well, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute then. That means you're telling me you've not seen Mr. Rogers.
Oh, no, I haven't yet.
Oh, please. That's the next one.
Oh, Roger. That for me is I think... I prefer Mr. Rogers over Three Identical Strangers. That had more of an emotional impact on me as a movie.
Well, because it's something that you can bring into your own life, isn't it?
Yeah. But I kind of... Because I saw the trailer for Strangers when I was watching Mr. Rogers in New York, I kind of... The two films go together for me very much. Yeah. I think they're very closely associated for me, and I think there is similarities in them. So dig that out, Roger. Find that.
Yeah, I will.
All right, nice one, mate. Thank you for that.
No worries. Thank
Cheers,
you, Ian.
Ta-ta.
Thank you,
oh, mate, there we go. A satisfied customer. A bit windy pops. I had an appetite today for the first time this week. I've lost over half a stone this week. Over half a stone. I think I've put it all back on tonight with the burger. I think. Satisfied customer. Yeah, I'm up for actually having a bit of Mr. Rogers. I'm not. I feel like I.
Yeah, maybe that would be helpful.
Did I get it on DVD?
No,
I don't think I did I? I might treat myself. Let me have a little look. Let me have a little look during the news, Mr. Rogers.
Are we still planning to do that for one of the Rabbit Hole picture shows?
I don't know.
Oh, no?
No, I don't know. I feel that's kind of... I don't know. The next one was supposed to be The Magic Christian, but I've not really... I've lost... Oh, Kath, not at 7 minutes to 11. Don't make me do it at 7 minutes to 11.
All right. Oh, blimey.
I've lost my mojo. Oh, there's my neck. Hang on. I need to go and see an osteopath after this crash this week. I'm not saying whiplash, but I've certainly everything's
jarred.
Everything's jarred. Everything's tightened up. I need a man to crack me wide open. That's what I need. So
0344 499 1000.
I don't want one of these idiots.
Can of worms.
No, I don't want any worms. I don't want these idiots doing it, but yeah. So yeah, well, maybe I'll treat myself to that. No, I won't, because I've got to save money, and that's a ridiculous thing to do.
No, it isn't.
Sorry,
you're looking after yourself,
mate. I've just had to buy myself a brand new car. Not to say brand new. It's
new to you.
It's new to me. It's 4 years old. Cars are so expensive, aren't they?
It's just crazy.
It's the first time in like a decade, at least, that I've not had a Volkswagen as well.
How do you feel about that as a person?
Screw them. I tell you why, because my ex-wife's last car was a Volkswagen, and it went rotten. It went rotten, like loads... I don't know how, but you know where you put your feet, where the pedals are?
Yeah.
It went rotten. And, like, you could put your feet...
Where?
Yeah, it went rotten, and you could put your feet through the floor and stuff.
Like Fred Flintstone?
Yes, like that film with Kurt Russell when he's a kid, the Disney film where he drinks a magic potion and he can run through a car. Anyway,
Gosh.
So it did that, and Volkswagen, and I said, oh, don't worry, listen, the car wasn't that old. I said, Volkswagen have sorted it out. They're a great company. They will sort this out.
What do you think? It's a quality product.
No, they were awful.
Really?
They were awful. They blamed her. I'm going, but how... What? It's a rotten floor. Somehow there's a leak inside. You Google it, and of course there's other people and they dealt with it so badly. So actually, up yours. And also as a very, you know me, Catherine, as a very, very proud Brexiteer, I'm happy to show Europe that we're going to be self-sufficient. I'm not buying any cars from Europe. So I bought a British Nissan. Which to show that we don't.
Brissan.
Yes, to show that we don't need no education. So up yours, Delors, is what I'm saying. It's 2 fingers to the Krauts. God. 2 fingers, 2 fingers, zwei fingers to the Germans. I will not be buying the cars again since the Brexit. The Brexit. We will not be buying the cars. The Volkswagen cars. The Volkswagen cars.
I've got a German car and I'm very happy with it.
Well, you will not be driving it.
Well,
as far as I'm concerned, you've got Mini.
It's a German car, so I'm buying BMW.
It's British.
Do you want to lift home tonight in my German car?
I do actually need to lift home in your British Mini. That sounds...
My what?
Yeah, exactly. But no, thanks, Fritz. Nissan, Rule Britannia. Nissan for me, sir. I had a choice of 2 cars, right, that were sort of in my price range and were petrol. And the one I wanted, I was about to choose it, and I realised there was no CD player.
What?
So I got the British Nissan CD player. I'm going to get that taken out, get a tape deck put in. That will show them. 0344 499 1000. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
Across the UK, online and on DAB.
Take a far-out trip into the twilight zone of late night radio with Iain
Unmissable late night radio with the original king of unconventional conversation.
Make contact with Iain Lee.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Why would you stop card players taking drugs? Let them take drugs. Let them take drugs. What? We think the 2 drugs that he must have taken must have been memory juice and
Snapdragon.
There we go. Let them take drugs. I would encourage it during the game. While they're just Margot?
Wouldn't it go haywire? Old maid, beggar my neighbour.
No, it would go. It would go fast. Trust me, it would go fast. It would get tetchy. It would be
There'd
awesome.
Be fights.
There'd be fights. Why am I holding a pen? A global pen. Our rival. How is that here? This is an ominous omen.
They're taking it over 1 pen at a time.
Good evening, dear listener. Friday night, Late Night Alternative. Iain Lee, Catherine Boyle. You know the score. It's a phone-in show, unlike any other phone-in show, in that we sit and talk about stuff. Some light, some heavy. But you can call in about anything you want. We've done a couple of the big stories today. We've done David Lammy is I'm going to say, is 80%. No, I'm not going to say that because that's patronising. I agree with 80% of his argument. I'm certainly not, as a white man, going to tell a black man how to feel about seeing, black kids in the way they're portrayed on TV. I can't tell him. I can't say that what you're feeling is right or what is wrong, and this is how we should do it. I'm a white, privileged, middle-aged guy. I get it. Up until that point, I didn't really think there was any problem with those films, except they were boring and a little bit worthy. But now he's brought it up. It's given me a lot of brain chewing gum to chew the last few days, and I've been thinking, oh, OK, right, well, yeah, I can understand, actually, how some people... And here's the thing as well. Here's the thing that I've always found quite odd. Not always, but certainly in the last 15 years, is Africa.
Yeah.
It's Africa.
It's a continent.
Showing African kids. What? Okay, sorry, they're Egyptian? Are they Moroccan? Are they Nigerian? They're Ugandan. Okay, right, fine. Why don't we say Ugandan? Yeah. Why don't we say Nigerian? Because
it's like when the Americans say that they've done Europe and they've been to one place.
Yeah. But you wouldn't see. Right, imagine like there was an earthquake in Italy, right? And you wouldn't see. And here we have an orphaned European baby. You go, here's an orphaned Italian kid. And this is,
this is what's happened there.
It's that whole thing, and I do think that a lot of people. No thanks to that call, thank you. I do think a lot of people think that Africa is a country. When I booked to go to Morocco, I didn't realise Morocco was in Africa. Morocco's is in Africa, isn't it? Now I've said it out loud.
Yeah.
Morocco's in Africa. Egypt is in Africa. South Africa is in. It's huge, man. It's huge, and so there's constant. It's Africa. Africa. I think that's a very strange thing, and I think that's part of the problem. For help being help, for assistance, aid, whatever it is being given, is that we label it all. Some parts of Africa are actually very wealthy, because it's a continent.
Yeah.
Some parts are terribly, terribly poor, and some bits are a bit in the middle. By the way, most of the places that are poor, generally our fault, or the Dutch, or the French, isn't it? Really, it's pretty much it. It's our fault that they're poor, because we went and took all their natural resources, took a few of them as slaves, and then buggered off.
Yeah, you can have it back now. We're done. Bye.
But the ground is empty. Yeah, no, we got all the good stuff, and my brother and my cousin. Yeah, we got them. We're selling them. But don't worry. Bye.
Yeah.
It's our fault. We did it. And not totally. There's corruption, there's as there is in a lot of places around the world. You've had corrupt governments and dictatorships and all of that kind of stuff. But they were allowed to... This is a very sixth form. I'm aware. You want to phone up and educate me, please do. I'm aware this is a very sixth form of history. But a lot of those corrupt and bent governments were allowed to exist because we were there, and then we left a vacuum, and then they came and took over. Anyway... Nigel, stay there. We'll come to you in a minute. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number.
I was going to say, racial stuff apart, right? The fact is that these days, if you've got a celebrity endorsement, that's how you get people's attention, right? And that's still true. That's still true. But I think that what David Lammy started, if we could just go back to that for a second.
Please do, Catherine.
You're right. We're doing it in a very old-fashioned way at the moment. I was watching this thing with Russell Brand.
Yeah.
And do you remember around the time when he got kind of very politically active and started saying that we should all stop voting and all that sort of stuff? Well, just after that, he took up the cause for this Focus E15 women's who working class women who were facing eviction from their area.
I saw
right?
that. I saw that.
And he says, in retrospect, what an arse he made of himself, and actually how brilliant they were. But the fact was that because he was there, the cameras were there. And it gave them a voice that they wouldn't have had otherwise, right? And how fantastic they were, and how he realised after the fact that once he'd let his ego go, actually they knew their stuff.
Yeah.
I think there's something in that, right? Maybe if we're going to be looking at ways to raise money for people or to help support work that's already going on there, it's flag up the fact that there are people on the ground already doing stuff for their own people.
Exactly. Use VR.
Huh?
Use virtual reality. I think that's what you're saying. We use virtual reality.
To mock up a...
And Stacey Dooley could maybe, I don't know, maybe she could have blacked up. So Kathy's suggesting VR and blacking up to solve the situation. What do you think? Do you agree with Catherine, or like me, do you think what she's saying is abhorrent? 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Your views are very, very out of touch with the public.
Put a bit of Coldplay underneath and people will fall for it.
Let's go to Nigel. It's Nigel time. I'm listening, Nigel. I'm just putting the...
I'm not.
Sorry. Hello, Nigel.
Hi guys, all right?
Where are you in relation to your phone?
I'm in the kitchen.
Well, where's your phone then?
It's against my ear.
No, it's not. It's not near your mouth.
It is.
You sound like you're talking down a bucket.
He's in an...
It's a clearer place in the front room, anyway.
He's in an echo chamber, like Phil Spector. He's in an echo... Wait, Phil Spector's in prison, actually.
Ian.
Yes,
yeah.
Nigel?
On my Facebook, a couple of people asked me if I was going on the show tonight, so I thought I should call in.
Well, you do say you said yesterday you were going to call in as well, Nige.
Yeah, but I don't normally get people asking me to go on that often, So,
have you done the Momo challenge yet?
No.
Okay. Try and avoid it if you can.
I've got time for that tonight.
No, who's got time for that?
Who's got time for that?
I've got a lot to talk about, to be honest.
Well, then don't tell us that you've got to talk about it. Let's just start talking about it. Go.
Yeah. So I've had quite a good afternoon. I cycled into Maidstone.
Yeah.
And I came up behind the mayor of Maidstone.
Oh, cheeky! Cheeky! I hope he had a wet wipe.
And so I chatted him up.
Oh, cheeky! Hope he had two wet wipes.
Nigel?
He's gone. I don't know where he's gone. Well, can we try and get Nigel back, please? It's imperative we find out what happened. So you remember yesterday I couldn't find that song. I was looking for a song.
Oh, yeah, by a Swedish
singer.
Woman.
Swedish woman. Well, I've emailed my friends, and my friends have got back, and I've got the song.
Okay.
Got the song.
It's by a Norwegian man. Sorry, Ian, I'm not taking this seriously at all.
It's by Louise Hofsten, who I believe is Swedish don't actually... no, why are you Googling it?
Because I'd like to know the truth.
Why?
Because I've had enough of your fake news.
Louise Hofsten.
How are we spelling Hofsten?
That's okay.
I got it, don't worry.
Yeah, Swedish. Oh, she's Swedish. Oh,
she is, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I tell you what, I'm going to show you my a-hole and you can kiss it.
No, thanks.
And this is the song. And people online were going, I bet that song's rubbish.
I bet it is.
I bet it's... Well, it's not. I'm going to play it for you now. Not all of it, 'cause it's quite long. This is a great song, okay? This is a great song. Let me just...
it better be good.
Have some of this.
After this
Listen
build-up.
to this. Remember I said it was going... I've not listened to it, actually, since I found it. You ready? Oh, we think Nigel's battery went. All right, well, he'll call back. Here we go.
I don't hear wow apart from coming out of your mouth.
Wow. I've put the scissors. Put those down.
Dazzling colours came from the screen.
You're deliberately screwing your nose up.
That voice.
Yeah, it's Swedish, mate.
No,
it's racist.
No,
you're deliberately screwing your nose up because you want
cutesy wootsy voices like that.
Oh, this woman's got balls.
Let's hear them.
Okay, here they come. It's a great song, and you know it. You can't deny it. My fans like it.
Fans.
My listeners, my fans. I'm going to call them fans now. Here we go. Let's see your balls, Louise. 2, 3, go. Break it down.
Right, this is a bit I don't like.
But you like the other bit?
Yeah, I like it when she's not singing like a baby.
You grow to like this bit.
I won't.
Yes, you will.
No.
We'll just keep playing it again and again and again. And everybody online who said, I bet this song is rubbish, well, why don't you go and make yourself a nice pie, check you got some humble in, fill it up with humble, make that pie humble pie and eat it.
Take your life as admission.
You ready?
What are you talking like that for?
1, 2, 3, hit it now. Yes, man. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Here we go. Rock and roll is what I'm doing.
Spend all your money to succeed. Winning things you don't need.
Yes, man.
Bring it back to mother.
Yeah, I was doing the rock and roll there.
All right, but in future, please don't offer me anything of that. I don't like it.
Well,
it makes me want to.
I was doing the rock and roll.
Pull my ears out.
I was doing the rock and roll. That was a good
By
song.
the roots.
It was a good song, and you know it was a good song, and you have to admit defeat and your arrogance. You've still got some dinner on your arm.
I'm saving it.
Your arrogance has humiliated you yet again.
That's not dinner.
Did Nigel creep up on you there?
No.
We're going to go to a break, I think, when we get James's attention. James, we're going to a break. God damn it. He's got the thumbs up. This guy's great. He's doing 7 things at once. None of them to do. He's doing 7 things at once. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee.
I've forgotten your name already, excuse me.
On Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Illiford on Twitter is furious.
Oh, why?
Why did David Lammy pick on Stacey? Ed Sheeran did the same thing last year, but David didn't say a word. Ed Sheeran was the year before, I think, wasn't he? He may have done it last year as well.
I think it was before that. He got rinsed out for it.
It was 2017. Ed Sheeran definitely did it 2017, and he did get torn to shreds for it, actually. Is it because it's easier to pick on white women? Also, it's easy to criticise, but what has David done for the people of Africa? Well, here's the thing. I don't know what David Lammy's done for the people of Africa, but I'm assuming by you saying that, you know that he hasn't specifically done anything for the people of Africa.
Also, what have you done for the... Oh, who's allowed to speak?
Sorry?
Is it only people who've done things for the people of Africa?
Yeah, there is a couple of things there. First of all, I don't know. Maybe he's done nothing for the people of Africa, but maybe he's done loads for the people of Africa. So I'm not going to call him out for that in case he has done loads. Okay, fine. I mean, he's the MP for Tottenham. I don't think Africa is actually part of Tottenham. So I don't know. But secondly, so even if he hasn't done anything for the people of Africa, so what? You're still allowed to criticise, aren't you? You're still allowed to point out. Are you? You're still allowed to say, I don't agree with that, I think. And also, I think this started with, from what I can gather, because Radio 4 did this the day before this story got big, and David Lammy wasn't part of it. It was a young woman who I was listening as I was on the way to the police pound, and I was a little bit lost, so I wasn't paying complete attention. I think it was a young Ugandan woman, I could be wrong, who had kind of started this thing. She'd seen the Instagram pictures of Stacey Dooley and didn't know who Stacey Dooley was, but just saw a beautiful white woman holding a poor African baby. Sorry, cerebral indigestion, and said, this doesn't really work, this is a little bit lame. And I think Lammy got into it, kind of commented after that. I think I may have got the thing wrong, but your points are factually incorrect and wrong, Illiford. But also 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. We don't often have Twitter open during the show. I've got it open now, and it's a distraction. So give us a call 0344 499 1000. And also just I wonder why you're so angry. There's an anger there. You'll come back and say that it isn't angry, but there is an angry tone, and you say that it's easy to criticise, but what has David done for the people of Africa? Well, you're right, it is easy to criticise, because that's what you're doing. Instead of going, OK, well, what part of his argument, what does his argument mean? Where does it come from? What exactly is he saying? You criticise, and that's fine. I think that's part of the problem.
Here's what happened. Stacey tweeted back, David, is the issue with me being white? Genuine question, because if that's the case, you could always go over there and try to raise awareness. Lammy said he wasn't prepared to become part of a PR exercise. And on Twitter he wrote, it's simply not true to say I didn't respond. Oh, this is to the comic relief offer of going, we had 2 meetings in my office. I had hoped and still hope your coverage would improve. But Stacey's post was more of the same tired tropes. As I told you before, I'm not prepared to become part of a PR exercise. Yeah. And this is the interesting bit. And
there's a plug in the wall as well.
Yeah. Please carry on, because I'm really starting to lose patience.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went back to see the vicar where I live at Yalding.
The mayor.
The vicar.
The vicar. Right.
He's emailed the mayor for me with my details about wanting to sing on the TV. So that's a bit of a head start.
So the mayor's in charge of TV now, is he?
No, he said he can help towards getting me on the TV quicker than waiting for a lot of time. You know, it's a bit quicker anyway.
Okay.
So it's all worth a try, isn't it? I've got nothing to lose.
Hey, listen, we've got a new listener. James Harwood is listening on the Isle o' Wight, the IOW, as I like to call it to save time. Ian, I'm pleased I found an alternative. Please be quiet. I'm pleased I found an alternative to someone keeps banging on about Brexit or Donald Trump. I think you know who I mean. So thank you, James. It's great to have you. You'll get bored in about 15 minutes.
Big up the Isle of Wight.
Big up the IOW. We love the IOW. Saves time, Stacey. Yes, Nigel, please.
So hopefully,
fingers
I'll
crossed.
Get on there a bit sooner than waiting about 6 months to get on the TV.
Okie dokie. Yes.
So if I do get on there, I'll let you know when I'm on.
Please do.
If it's recorded, it might be recorded, or they might come to my house. So sometimes they visit people's houses to film them singing.
Have you got a song for us tonight?
Well, I was going to do "Ladies of Tramp." Finish off.
No, well, here's the thing.
I've done that one before, haven't I?
Yes, you have. Yeah.
Quite a lot.
Yeah. Here's the thing. You've got like the same 4 or 5 songs that you keep doing. And it would be great just to, listen, it'd be great.
I'm trying to think of one that I haven't done, but I know there's one I'm thinking of now, Puppy Love, the old Johnny Osborne one.
Now that's a song. Now, Nigel, that's
a classic, that, isn't it?
Yes. Yes.
I've got the original album with Donny, because I'm the same age as Donny Osmond.
Wow, he wears it better. He
had a
does.
great show in the 60s, didn't he? Was it 70s or something?
Yep.
And I've got the original album, Puppy Love. It's
What did he call it? What did he call it? It sounded like he said...
No, he didn't.
It sounded like he said it, didn't it?
He didn't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you 61?
61, yeah.
Gosh.
And they called it Puppy Love. Oh, jeez. But move away from the microphone.
I'm a bit happier, but I rang up because I was depressed about Mum still, you know, and I've been busy.
Yeah, keeping busy is the key.
I'm still very depressed about Mum.
Yeah, I know.
But,
It takes a while. It takes a while.
Pardon? I can't hear you very clearly.
Ask
Can you hear me okay?
I'm mumbling. Unfortunately, yes.
Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. All right. Well, I just do the song.
I don't know. I don't know all of it, but I'll have a go.
Go on, just have a stab at
Just
it.
have a go. It doesn't matter.
And they call it Puppy Love. Oh, I guess they'll never know how a young heart really feels and why I love her so. And I guess they called it Puppy Love. Oh, I love you so. I can't remember the rest.
Well, you did brilliantly, Nigel, and that's an excellent opportunity to say thank you very much indeed and have a wonderful evening. Good evening, Richard.
Hello.
Hello, Richard.
Can you hear me?
Not really.
Barely.
It's very muffled.
Is it a bad line?
No, it's...
You're on speakerphone.
I'm not on speakerphone.
Okay. It's just a bit muffled. Go on,
Hey, can you be kind to me, please? Because this is the first time I've ever rung up at any radio show ever. So.
Well, it depends if you're in... It depends.
Well, I'm not talking about politics, that's for sure.
Okay, what have you got for us tonight then, Richard?
Well, not much. I just wanted to... before I start, I'm really nervous, sorry.
That's okay. It is very echoey. Is the phone near your mouth? Are you on Bluetooth? Are you in a...
Is that better?
It doesn't sound any different.
Oh, that's just our phone line, I think.
Okay, all right. Well, we'll persevere. So what's going on for you, man? I'm feeling a world-weary vibe.
Can I just personally say, first of all, I've listened to you for about about 8 months or whatever.
I'm so sorry.
Iain and Katherine,
that's you.
Are you're just brilliant.
Hey, come on now.
You're just brilliant.
You're brilliant. Thank you, man.
Seriously. No, I think you do so much for people. It's amazing.
You're very kind. Thank you, brother. We appreciate that.
Yeah, and I don't know why I'm phoning. I'm just feeling really... Well, I feel very... I've wanted to phone up so many times before and never had the guts, but, you know, I get very low, you know, and, Iain, I'm very like you, do you know what I mean? I'm 43, and I get, you know, sometimes I don't know what to do. I get very bad feelings sometimes.
Yeah. Have you got those very bad feelings now?
You know what? I go through phases. I'm okay at the moment.
Good.
I'm okay, but you know, tomorrow I don't know what tomorrow's going to be like. You know what I mean?
We don't worry about tomorrow now. You just got to worry about now, and now you're feeling okay. A little bit, a little drinky poos.
Yeah. I mean, okay, so that's my thing. I don't do any drugs or anything like that. I do drink. I do have a drink. I don't have a problem.
Okay.
You know, well, that's what everybody says, isn't it?
Yeah, well, but maybe you do, maybe you don't. I don't know.
Yeah. So I keep it under control. But yeah, I do. You know, I drink more than I should, and that's you know. But I keep it under control, and that's how I regulate it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. So why do you think you've called up tonight?
Good question. Okay.
It's a brilliant question. I ask the best questions. I'm the best questioner.
You do. And right now, it's so strange. You just sound like somebody on the end of the phone.
Yes, because it's all I am. Just a man with a man's courage. So why do you think you phoned up tonight then? What you ran out of booze? You're feeling up? You're feeling down? You're feeling... What's caused you to phone this evening?
When you talk, I resonate with so much that you say.
Have I said something tonight that's resonated? Because I don't think I've said anything particularly...
No.
Wise.
Not particularly. No. But, it's just like sometimes I get just really so desperate, and when you talk about your, your real problems with sort of like thinking about suicide, etc. I resonate with that big soul, and I really hate it. It it's just like it's a feeling that I really hate, but it's really is there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. I'm struggling ever so slightly, and I'll tell you why I'm struggling, and this is not in any way a criticism, Richard, so please don't take it as such, but I'm just struggling because you're quite pissed.
Right, okay.
No, and it's not criticism, right?
No.
It's just that I know that you and I would have a significantly more productive conversation if you were sober. Because I can tell that you are struggling to, you're struggling to finish a sentence. And I get the impression that you're actually a very intelligent, thoughtful gentleman. And maybe you consider yourself to be a little bit too intelligent and a little bit too thoughtful. And perhaps that's where some of your problems, your emotional problems stem from. I don't know. But because there's this... We're speaking through this window of booze. I'm not really... I feel like I'm not really getting the real Richard. I'm getting like...
No, you're absolutely right.
I feel like I'm getting like 35, 40% Richard and like 60% booze.
No, you're very perceptive and you're very right. Yeah.
I can smell it on your breath. And I just feel...
I find it incredible how you can tell that, Ian.
Well, you listen back in the morning, and I think you'll be able to tell it as well.
Oh, really? Okay.
But I'm not saying... No, but Richard, I'm not saying that to shame you, or to embarrass you, or to criticise you, right? At all, right? But what I'm saying is, even through this slightly wonky conversation where I'm only getting maybe a third of you, I can hear that you are a decent... thoroughly good, intelligent, thoughtful, caring man. I get that, but I also, I'm not really talking to that part of you, or that part of you isn't talking back to me.
Yes.
Because you're a bit drunk.
Yes, you're probably right. Yes.
So what I need to know is, you're all right tonight, yeah?
Yeah.
You're not feeling suicidal tonight, are you?
No.
Okay. And what have you got? Have you got anything lined up for the weekend to occupy you?
I have lots of things I do, lots of things I can do, etc. Blah blah blah.
We've all got lots of things we can do, but have you got anything for tomorrow, for example? Have you? What is your plan for tomorrow, Saturday?
Tomorrow, okay. I don't have a direct plan. Well, I would normally work in. I would do something in the garden, but it's going to be raining tomorrow, so I'm not going to do that.
No, okay, right. Yeah, I think it is going to rain tomorrow. It's back to February weather.
There's a storm coming, you know that.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh, Sunday. Well, I'm going up to Manchester on Sunday. Flipping heck, that's all I need.
Well, there's a storm coming.
Okay, well, I like a good storm.
Anyway, I can't believe I'm talking about this on radio. It seems like I'm having a conversation with you. You know, I wanted to come to Sherborne. I'm close to Sherborne. I wanted to come to the what do you call it? The
Shaftesbury.
Yeah, it's Shaftesbury.
Yeah.
Well, not Sherborne.
Come to Shaftesbury. Come.
Yeah, I wanted to. I tried to book it on my iPad and it wouldn't let me do it.
It's in July.
Yeah, I know. I'll try it again.
No, Richard, here's what we're going to do. Don't try it again. I'm going to put your name on the door.
Yeah.
Your name. Don't buy a ticket. I will give you a ticket.
I wanted to have a nice conversation with you.
Well, that may not be possible.
I know.
But after all our shows, me and Kath always stick around for about half an hour, and we say hello and we shake hands. And if some silly people want pictures with us, I can't believe it, but they do. So we do that. But I'm just going to say now, if you are hoping that you and I are going to sit down for 20 minutes.
No, I know.
No, I'm just saying, because I know that, and again, I know you don't think this, but some people do. We're not going to sit down for 20 minutes, half an hour, and have a heart to heart.
I appreciate that.
Good.
I know that.
I know you do, because you're a sensible man.
Yeah.
But I'm very happy if you remind me nearer the time, because I will forget, because I'm an idiot. But I am in fact, I think it's me and Kath. I think we're doing the door actually at this Shaftesbury thing. So I am very happy to put your name on the door, Richard, so you can get in for free.
Well, that's charming and amazing. Thank you.
There you go. It's done. It's the least I can do for someone.
Thank you so much. Yeah, well, that's brilliant. Okay.
I'm going to ask a favour though.
Yes, please.
Which you don't have to stick to, but it'll be nice if you could. Could you give us a call on Monday?
What, on the radio station?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But sober. Oh, he didn't, did he? No, he did. Could you give us a call on Monday, sober?
Yes, of course.
Yeah? Right, now, look me in the eye and be serious. How difficult is that going to be for you, do you reckon?
Not difficult at all.
Beautiful, fine. Then I look forward to speaking to actual Richard on Monday.
So, yeah.
All right.
Can I just put a message to Catherine?
You can talk to me, I'm here.
You can put a message to Catherine. Yes, she's right here.
Catherine, you have the most sexiest voice on radio.
No, she doesn't.
All right,
I do.
Richard. All
I
right,
do, Richard. I do. Listen.
Tell me that when you're sober.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, Richard, have a it's nice to talk to you. Don't ruin it now. Have a lovely weekend and we'll speak on Monday, all right?
No, okay. Did that ruin it, did it?
Well, it's a little bit. You're better than that.
I know I am.
You're better than that. Catherine is a trained journalist and one of the funniest people I know, and her voice grates like nails down a blackboard. I know what you're trying to say, Richard, but you will say it in a much more efficient and polite way on Monday. I know it. Okay, so go and listen. Go to bed.
Yeah.
Have a nice weekend, and I will speak to Richard for the first time on Monday. How about that?
Okay, so would you like me to call back on Monday, yeah?
Yes, please.
Okay.
But sober.
Okie doke.
All right, mate. Have a nice weekend. Thanks for calling.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye. There you go. There you go. I've got a sexier voice than you. I know what he was trying to say, but he's better than that. He's better than that. You have got a sexy voice, but it's just not an appropriate thing to say in 2019.
And you think yours is sexier?
Yes, I do.
Come on then, show us.
I'm doing it. This is my sexy voice. What are you talking about?
Do it properly.
This is it. This is it. Do you want one? I'll give you one. Whoa.
No, thanks.
Yes, mate.
No, seriously.
Yes, mate. I'll give you one.
Yes, mate.
Yes, mate. Come on, mate. You want it? Do you want it, mate?
Honestly,
I got it for you, mate.
No, I'm all right for it.
I got it for you. I got it for you, mate.
I'm doing all right.
You're hot for me, mate.
Oh, God.
You love it, mate. Oh, 3.
Where's Richard?
0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Stimulating nightly emissions guaranteed to open your eyes and your mind.
Oh, my word. The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. Dredge, stay there. We'll come to you in a second. Let's go to Natalie first. Good evening, Natalie.
Evening, Ian. Hiya, Catherine.
Hiya, Natalie.
Hiya. I always catch a show when I'm driving home from work, and I only ever get you from midnight till 1.
Oh.
And tonight I
exactly
finish
the
work.
best. Not exactly the best hour, usually. We kind of wind down around.
I don't know.
Then.
Sometimes spooky things happen.
Spooky things. But you're listening early, Natalie.
I am. I finish work a bit early, so I'm made up.
Oh, she's what?
Made up.
Okay, thanks very much indeed. How come you bunked off? How come you bunked off early?
Oh, I just got finished early because there was nobody in.
Okay, fine, beautiful. What do you work? What do you do? Massage parlour?
No.
Is it?
I'm a singer.
Oh,
here we go.
Natalie's a singer. She stands up. Really? Oh, what kind of stuff do you sing?
Oh, just like I do work in men's clubs and pubs. And
Do you know?
So
I can hear you've got one of those husky voices that I really like.
Oh, what's the song that gets everyone cheering?
At the minute, probably something by George Ezra.
Oh, I like George Ezra. Yeah, good. Bit of George.
Nothing really that I love to sing. Like, I'd love to sing the blues all night, but you can't because you've got to sing what they want to hear.
Yeah. Can you sneak in like a few every now and then that you really like?
Tonight.
Yeah.
I have done tonight because it was quiet. So I've done a few songs that I really love to sing tonight, which has been great.
I want to come and see Natalie sing.
Can I guess where you are? Are you in, like, I'm going to say it, I'm feeling it, South Shields?
No.
Where are you?
I've been to Blackpool.
Oh.
There you go.
I'm from Newcastle.
Right.
But I'm married a Scouser.
Oh, mate.
Blimey.
And I work all over the northwest.
Right.
We live down here now.
And there was no one in Blackpool on a Friday night?
Not where I was. They must have known I was
Friday
on.
night in February.
Oh, yeah.
March, yeah, of course.
There is that.
I bet it was bleak.
So what are the songs that you sneaked in that you love?
What did I do tonight that I love? I did Till There Was You by the Beatles.
Oh.
There was music, wonderful roses.
Yeah, she did it better than that.
Lovely.
I bet she didn't.
I did a bit of Amy MacDonald.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, yes, okay.
Some Bonnie Tyler.
Oh, yes!
I want to do... Natalie, I want to... You and me need to hook up and duet.
Oh.
I feel good things could happen for us if we got together and performed.
In Newcastle, haven't they got a bit of a thing about Don't Stop Believing?
Yeah, that was horrendous.
You've had enough of that.
And it was Don't Stop Believing, and then it was The Killers, Human.
Oh, was it?
Oh, that's a terrible
That did the rounds.
That's a
and then it was Let Me Go, Gary Barlow. That did the rounds.
Let me go, Gary Barlow.
No.
Please let me go, Gary Barlow. It's a song written by Lulu.
What is it about Newcastle folk, right? Because something I've noticed, and one of my best mates is from Newcastle, and she told me it, and I didn't believe it till we went there. But she says everyone... Like, it's not just... Right, where I live, if you go into town, it's just like the younger folk that go out, like, still, go to the pubs and stuff, and they get dressed up or dressed down, do you know what I mean? No coats or anything. But in Newcastle, like, everyone goes out. The mums, the dads, the grands, everyone's out.
You didn't ask a question.
True or false?
Everyone goes out together.
Yeah, but it's not just the young people that are throwing up in the street. Everyone's going out on the Raz.
There's nightclubs in Newcastle where you've got to be over 30 to get in.
Oh, yes,
can you imagine?
Yes,
yeah.
mate.
It's like grab a granny.
Gosh,
that's where
30's a granny now, is it?
In
Wow.
Newcastle.
Okay.
So that's where I would go now.
Well, Natalie,
I'm only kidding.
What have you called in for now? It's lovely to talk to you.
Do you know what? I just wanted to say, like, I was over the moon that I got a bit earlier tonight.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoy your show.
Oh, thank
you. I appreciate you when I'm driving home, and I know you've been going through a tough time. I think you're one of the bravest people for still going to work and still getting on with life. I think you're so brave.
You're very kind. I'm not brave. There's proper brave people. There's kids that are dying out there. They're brave. This is nothing. But
no, I know, but
here's the thing. You're very, very kind. If we did a show in Newcastle once and only 30 people came, but if we come up that way again... Would you
she won't be there. She'll be in Blackpool.
Well, no, but listen, if we come up in that sort of region again, would you be our opening act and do a couple of songs for us?
Yeah, I'd absolutely love to. But I'm not singing Don't Stop Believing.
Well, I mean, that is the condition. What about Manchester?
Well, I don't know how close. I don't know the region.
If she's in Blackpool, Manchester's not that far.
But she doesn't live in Blackpool. She's working. Hang on a minute, Natalie. I'm arguing with Kath.
It's all right. Talk to Natalie.
She doesn't live in Blackpool. She was working in Blackpool.
She married a Scouser. She's working around the northwest.
Yeah, but the northwest is a huge region. It's like saying Africa.
You're telling me?
Yes, mate.
How big the northwest is?
Why didn't you ask her then? Idiot.
I was asking her.
Oh, you weren't.
You jumped in.
You weren't actually. You're being an idiot.
Natalie.
Yes.
Are you anywhere near Manchester?
Yes, I live in a place called Widnes.
Boom.
Well, okay, now you got to...
Witness.
She'll be working on a Saturday night.
Ask her.
You ask her. You don't know what the date is.
Exactly, you ask her.
All right, Natalie, would you be free on Saturday, the 18th of May?
It's extremely possible.
Okay, well, listen, if you're free, you've got two...
I'll make it possible.
You've got 2 tickets on the door, and you...
But you have to sing for your supper.
To earn those tickets, you've got to do at least 1, maybe 2 songs at the start of the show for us.
Right, I would love to.
Then you're on. Then there we go. Then this is it. We got Natalie's going to come and perform for us.
I said just ask her.
No, well, you do it. You're really annoying me, Natalie. Then we look forward. We look forward to seeing you on the 18th of May.
Brilliant. I shall see you there.
Nice one. And maybe we'll do a duet together.
Oh, this is the
Shut
thing.
up.
Of course.
There we go. Of course. There's a little bit slight long pause
I mean,
there.
I embarrass you by being better than you. She's going to wipe the floor here.
Should have gone straight. Natalie, I look forward to meeting you. Thanks so much for calling.
Thank you. Good night, guys. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye bye. What a nice lady. We've got an opening act. We're in the big time.
Don't spoil it, though, will you?
We're in the... I'm not going to spoil it. I'm not going to spoil it.
Sing.
We're in the big time. Evening, Dredge.
I'm a singer.
Do you stand up when you play the piano?
In a nightclub.
That's a quote, isn't it, from Dolly Tyler or somebody?
How dare you? How dare you, Dredge? I thought we knew you, but we don't know.
Elkie Brooks. I'm sorry.
You. Welcome back to the fold.
Elkie Brooks. How many people are called Elkie? That's what I want to know.
I don't think she's really called Elkie, is she?
I've met Elkie Brooks. She's a wonderful, wonderful lady, but completely potty.
Let me see what her real name is.
Absolutely bonkers. No, she's called Elkie.
No, Elaine, her name is.
Yeah, Elkie. Elkie Welkie. Pudding and Pie. That's the name of the group she was in the 60s.
Yeah, the original group she was in.
Elkie Welkie, Pudding and Pie.
You had Dave D, didn't you? Dave D, didn't you, Dozy?
Dave D, didn't you?
Yeah, Dave D, didn't you, Dozy?
Dozy, that was it. Sleepy. I'm a bit sleepy.
Laughter and tears of a clown.
There's so many in that group, aren't there?
Yeah, but a lot of them
are dead now.
A lot of I think they got through like 3 or 4 Dozies.
Oh, you'd think they were harder to find than a Dave.
No, Dave D was Dave D's group, so Dave D was the main man. Then Dave D, Dozy, Beaky, Mick. No, they got through about 3 or 4 titches. It doesn't mean
Beaky,
penis.
I mean, I've been there.
That's for Beaky. They later...
Captain Beaky, wasn't it?
That's what he later became.
This is like a conversation in an old people's home.
He went solo and turned into a duck. And became. Do you remember Captain Beaky?
No.
You don't remember Captain Beaky?
I'm substantially younger than you.
Come on, Catherine. You must remember Captain Beaky.
No, I mustn't.
Captain Beaky?
No.
Come on. Captain Beaky and his band?
No.
You are...
What year was that?
Do you remember his band, at least?
No, I don't. I remember our band. Oh, God. Oh, hang on, that rings a bell.
Well, that's a horrible...
It's terrible, isn't it?
There we go.
Right, that's Matchbox. This is Captain Beaky, and if you're very good and sit up straight, don't scratch or fidget, then the nice Mr. Michel will tell you his story. Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Gosh.
Look at this. This is proper pop stars.
The bravest animals in the land are Captain Beaky and his band. That's Timid Toad, Reckless Rat, Artful Owl and Batty Bat. March through the woodland singing songs that tell how they have righted wrongs.
Don't remember this?
No.
This is big.
No, not really.
Once hissing Sid, an evil snake, kept the woodland folk awake in fear and trembling every night in case he gave someone a bite. Said Artful Owl, we'll lie in wait, and one of us
Nestle does this one.
the bait. Said Captain Beaky, have no fear, but I alone will volunteer. No, make it me, said Reckless Rat. I'll stand there...
Etc., etc., etc.
He's just reading a book.
Oh, no. He's just reading the book, yeah.
As if anyone would do that on the radio.
Yes. Well, we haven't got much time now, Dredge, because you've gone off on a tangent.
What do you mean I've gone off on a tangent?
You started banging on about Captain Beaky and Hissing Sid.
I wasn't. I was going on about Dave D.
What do you want?
For God's sakes, man. For God's sakes.
Well, yeah, I was just looking online, just like for another job, just thinking I'd like another job.
Looking online. For a hand job.
I mean, that is...
That's outrageous.
That's actionable. No, we spoke
Anyway,
to a nail place called Hand
job,
Jobs.
nail and spa.
Yeah, it's true. Anyway, yes, hello. Hello, caller.
Yes, I am unbelievably still here.
Yes.
So I was looking online on this jobs website, normal jobs, on this website for employment.
Yes.
And it said, one job turned up, it said banana ripener.
Oh.
Have you heard of that before? It said,
I was right, hand job.
No, because when they're ripe, they go softer.
What's, okay. No,
I'm just gonna...
What's a banana? No, what's a banana ripener?
How'd you do that?
Well, it says here, reporting to the head of quality and ripening.
Yes.
The purpose of your role is to ensure the implementation of the banana ripening program.
Okay.
You'll be responsible for training assistant ripeners.
Yes.
But to be considered for the role, you must have a previous experience working as a ripener. That's why I fell down.
Okay, you've not got the experience.
Have you never ripened anything?
Just go and bash some bananas quickly.
And the other thing was, I saw...
oh, God, we're going to be late for the
strange...
news. News!
The news is ripening.
News, you're going to have to wait. Dredge is on a roll. He's a roll ripener. Yes, hello?
Yeah.
Hello, caller.
I saw this bloke at work today, right? He had this peculiar... He had this banana with him, but beside the banana was a banana-shaped case.
Oh, yeah.
Oh?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Have you heard of these?
Yes.
Yes, I have.
To stop you bashing your banana in your bag.
Yeah, I have seen those, yeah.
They're a bit weird, aren't they? It's like... I've never seen them before.
Okay.
A holder for a single banana.
Yes.
Trouble is, bananas are all slightly different shapes, aren't they? So it's very hard to find a holder that fits every single banana.
Once we leave Europe, we'll be allowed to have bent ones again. Hope that clears things up.
I was looking online about these banana guards.
Oh, what?
Banana guards.
We're going to be very, very late for the news because Dredge is on a banana trip.
His searches are all over the shop, aren't they?
I would hate to see what his Pornhub searches, yes. Bananas.
It says great for walkers, cyclists and sports enthusiasts. So that's me out.
Okay, I'm going to cut you off now, Dredge. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Clear the browsers, for God's sake.
Right, Andrew's up next, and I need a word with Andrew because we are in a very, very sticky legal situation with this caller. Very sticky. If we have any legal minds listening, could you call in 0344 499 1000 so we can need a little bit of backup. Because this guy is going to try and chance his arm, and I'm going to need some backup. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
Well, I'm not the kind to kiss and tell, but I've been seen with fire up. I've never been with anything less than a 9. So fine, I've been on fire with Sally Field, gone past with a girl named Bo. But somehow they just don't end up as mine. It's a death-defying life I lead. I take my chances. I die for living in the movies and TV. But the hardest thing I ever do is watch my leading ladies kiss some other guy while I'm bandaging my knee. I might fall from a tall building, I might roll a brand new car, 'cause I'm the unknown stuntman that made Redford such a star. I've never spent much time in school, but I taught ladies plenty. It's true, I hire my body out for pay. Hey, I've gotten burned over Cheryl Teague's, blown up for Raquel Welch. But when I wind up in the hay, it's only hay. Hey, I might jump an open drawbridge or Tarzan from a vine.
Here we go.
'Cause I'm the unknown stuntman that makes Eastwood look so fine.
Okay, Andrew and Ruby, stay there. We played Captain Beaky before the break, and the comments on YouTube are great. First comment from a year ago. Classic. This kind of thing wouldn't sell nowadays, not with the competition of all that mass-produced teeny bopper shite and X Factor nonsense. Don't forget, it was this that we're talking about.
In my reckless hat, and when hissing Zip picks up my trail, I'll just dash to him with my tail. Oh, a good idea, said timid Toad. We'll hide a long way down the road.
There we go.
I don't think that's the only reason why it wouldn't sell these days.
The reply to that is so true. What the hell has happened to music and talent? Music and talent. It was huge. It was a huge song. I think Terry Wogan used to play that a lot. The Late Night Alternative, Mondays to Fridays, 10 o'clock at night till 1 in the morning, with me, Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle. A phone-in show, unlike any other phone-in show, in that you can call in about pretty much anything you want. It can be silly, it can be heavy, it can be frothy and light, or it can be dark and serious. We don't mind. Don't swear, don't be libelous, that's it. If you phone up tonight, you'll speak to James. He will take your name and number, and we'll give you a call straight back. The phone number is 0344 499 1000. Ruby, stay there, you're going to be next, but before that, it's Andrew.
Good evening to you both. May I start with an opening monologue?
Yeah, sure, why the hell not? No one has
Gosh, it's like BBC London.
It isn't it?
I know.
Go on.
I would like to hereby relinquish any claims I had on freebies to your shows. I know I'm not worthy of it, so there you go. Okay. Up your bum. I know I'm not worthy of it.
Wow, he's kicking off.
Okay.
Here's the thing.
He's the physical challenge.
He's waiting for us to go, oh, don't be so silly. I
didn't think of that.
Andrew, so as people know, we are screening the Bros documentary tomorrow. I think there's 2 tickets left. If you want to go to iainlee.com/event, it's going to be a good old laugh. We got I think it's about 60% our fans, and about 40% Brossettes. Yeah. Joe Perlman, the producer, is going to be there. He's going to do a Q&A afterwards. And Andrew, now where are you? Are you in Southend today, or are you in Las Vegas?
Wherever you want. No, I'm in Vegas.
Okay. Andrew lives and works out in Vegas. Said, I can get which one is
Matt?
That's not
true.
I can get Matt Goss to do a little.
That's not how it happened.
Go on, remind me how it happened then.
It happened. I was called up today. I was going to go and see him, and I said about the swing version of one of the songs he does.
Yeah.
When will I be famous?
Oh, you could. What? Yeah, that was it, yeah. And then you said, you could do a video for us and introduce the show. So I thought, I'll try.
No, hang on, that's not how I remember
it. No, you came in all guns blazing saying you could get it.
That's not what you did.
The next week, I'm listening to your show and I hear you dissing me about not being able to do it or something, calling me a chancer.
Well, here's the thing. He's done it. He's done it. We have a video from, which one is it?
That's Matt Goss.
We have a video.
That's the one with the hair.
We have a video from Matt Goss, okay? And I'm going to play it now, okay? Dear listener, see if you can spot. You may not be able to hear it because the audio isn't very good. We'll talk about the video quality in a minute. 8-bit. Matt has lived in America for a long time, and the regular listeners to this show will know that Americans struggle with the name Ian. So whenever I send an email to an American, I write Ian with lowercase i's, I-A-I-N.
You know, like a teenage girl.
Yeah, because, anyway, just have a little listen.
Hello, everybody. I'm Matt Goss, and I would like to welcome everybody to Iain and Katherine's screening.
I am Matt Goss. I would like to welcome everybody to Iain and Katherine's screening. Let's just listen to the whole thing now, okay? This is, and I can't turn it any louder. This is as good as the quality is.
Hello, everybody. I'm Matt Goss, and I would like to welcome everybody to Iain and Katherine's screening at the Rabbit Hole. Sounds a little bit freaky to me. I don't know what it is, but I've been asked to give you a message. I want to send you my love. I'm about to go to bed now. I always sleep in a tuxedo. I'm a bit, apparently, according to Joel Perlman, I'm a little bit eccentric. But no, I'm actually going to do my show now and just sending you my love. Have a lovely time.
So it's a lovely message.
He's a good man.
He's a good lad, right? And Andrew, you're a good man for getting it done, right? And I don't mind the fact he says Iain. That's very funny, okay? Because that's how Americans address me, and that's fine. I've made peace with that, right? But here's the thing: the video quality.
I know.
It's like I never forget, right? About 15 years ago, about 10 years ago, my father-in-law is a cardiologist, right? He's a very well-respected cardiologist. And one Christmas, he got sent a present from an Indian gentleman whose life he had saved. And it was a video camera, right? This was 10 years ago. He got sent a video camera. And Peter was like, well, this is fantastic. This is, it was one of those little silver ones that you flipped open and there was a screen and stuff like that. He said, this is great, but Ian, I can't get it to work. Can you get it to work? And so I fiddled around with it, right? And what it was a video camera, but it was a video camera you'd buy in an Indian market in Delhi. It didn't really do anything. It looked flash, but the technology inside it was kind of like the first video cameras you got on mobile phones, you know, pixelated, blocky and stuff. And I said to him, this is useless. It looks like Matt Goss found the video camera that I chucked out 10 years ago that was bought in a market in Delhi and has used that to film it. It's the quality. The quality, Andrew, is I don't think we can show it because look how pixelated it is on my.
Oh, I think we show it anyway. Look, the Brossettes are going to be going nuts. They won't be able to see it anyway for jiggling about.
No, but here's the thing, right? We can't. That's how pixelated it is on my computer screen, right? You times that by 20, you're not going to be able to see it.
If we all squint, though,
you won't be able to see it.
Oh, come on, we gotta.
No, we don't. Look. You can't.
But I've been asked to give you a message. I want to send you my love. I'm about to go to bed now. I always sleep in a tuxedo. I'm a bit, apparently, according to Joe.
All right, we're gonna play it, Andrew.
We're playing it, man.
We're playing it, and we're playing it.
Good luck. You have to have a couple of drinks beforehand, and hopefully it'll all go into focus.
Hey, listen, man, but you're a very, very good man, and you're a good sport. And you know what? The next couple of shows you want to come to, your name's going to be on the door. I appreciate the effort you put in to get that, and it's a funny little video. So thank you, Andrew.
Thanks,
You're a good man.
That's right. What you're saying about the video camera you got in Delhi reminds me. I picked up a hard disk drive in a market in Shanghai a few years ago.
Oh yeah.
And I thought, okay, I'm a bit dubious. So is it going to work? It's got Samsung on the label. I thought, well, this looks the part. But I know these things. Let's just give it a try.
Yeah.
So this guy, very obligingly, very little English, and I spoke very little Mandarin. And he plugged it into the computer, and he went into my computer and said, "Yeah, it's got 2 terabytes available for storage." I thought, brilliant. This only cost me. It started about 50 quid. I managed to get it down to about 30.
Good lad.
And I thought, I'm really doing well. Nice little bargain. Perfect. Went to use it when I was at home. Nothing would store on it.
Oh.
My next door neighbour at the time was a bit of a geek and could work his magic on stuff like this. And he tried it and couldn't get it to do anything. And he took it apart and he brought it back to me, all opened up, and showed me inside. And all it is, the other side of the USB is a little microchip that tells your computer, "Yep, I've got 2 terabytes available."
Oh.
But to make it feel like it's the genuine thing,
yeah, what was in there?
Inside it had a load of metal nuts that are glued to the inside of the shell casing to give it some weight.
Genius.
So it's a load of empty nuts that are just glued into it.
Tell me about it. Story of my life.
I know, I loved it. I loved it more than a 2 terabyte hard drive.
The Chinese are wonderful.
Shanghai in particular.
It was Shanghai surprise.
My sister she used to be cabin crew, and they used to know that there were places you go and you could get these most amazing fake things, you know, and you would get them in the, you know, proper packaging and everything, but they knew it was hooky as. It's probably very dodgy going and getting there as well.
Andrew, Andrew, you're a good man. I look forward to seeing you the next time you pop along to one of our shows.
Yeah, because I did see in my local area. I think it's a chain, that hand jobs place. There's some of those here in Vegas. I might go and give it a try.
I got a feeling there might be slightly different. You go and get a hand job. You go to hand jobs and let them finish you off. Okay. 03444991000. Ruby, stay there. You will be next. This is the Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee and Katherine Boyle.
Uncut after-hours conversation for the up-all-night generation.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee
on Talk Radio. We'll get you talking.
03444991000. Good evening, Ruby.
Good evening, Ian and Kath.
Hi,
Good evening, Ruby. How are you doing tonight?
I've been up and down all day.
Yeah.
At this moment in time.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah,
good.
we go. You see, there we go. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Hold on to that, and it'll go again. And but you have to remember that it's 12:16 on a Friday night, Saturday morning. You felt all right.
Yeah.
And cling on to that. What have you done today? Anything exciting?
Well, when I woke up in the morning, I had that feeling of panic, not wanting to get out of bed.
Yeah.
But I did drag myself out of bed. I had a nice breakfast with my mum. a bit of a chat over a cup of coffee.
There you go.
That was nice.
Yeah.
And I got on with some paperwork and things that I needed to finish on the computer, and just self-reflection that I a little bit. And then I spoke to my best friend who I mentioned yesterday.
Yes.
That was nice. She made me laugh.
There you
gave
go.
me some words of comfort, and it was nice, very pleasant.
There you go. And it's another day. You've done another day, you know, and
Yeah.
you're heading in the right direction. I struggled to get up today, but I made myself get up around lunchtime and go, and there's a nice hill near me, about a little 10-minute drive away. So I went and I just go and sit on this hill. It's got a lovely view. And I just phoned up a couple of people. Did I phone you up from there, Boiler? I sent you a picture saying I got out. And I just sat there for a bit. And then when I felt like I was done, I went back home and went back to bed. And that was all right.
Yeah.
That's all right. We've got to do whatever it is we have to do to get by.
Yeah, it is sometimes the most simple things that give you that pleasure and motivation and just help you get through the day.
Yeah. What's this weekend?
This weekend, tomorrow, hopefully I'll go to my neighbour's house.
You know your neighbours?
Some of them.
This is insane.
Yeah.
What kind of strange utopia do you live in?
Well, it wasn't always like this. These particular neighbours, they haven't lived on the street long, but we got very close within a short space of time, and they've got two lovely children, absolutely wonderful children.
Yeah.
And it's always a joy to be around them.
How old are the kids?
4 and... No, sorry. Oh, mine's gone blank.
That's okay, but they're young. They're young.
Yeah.
Yeah, go and play with the kids.
5 and under.
There you go. Go and play with the kids. That's what it's all about. That's the circle of life. That you cannot. You can. It's very difficult to wallow if you're playing with some kids. It wears off after a while. You know, if you've got them all weekend, it can be tough. 30 minutes with a couple of 5-year-olds, that's good for the soul.
Tell you something. Yeah. When my granddad died, my mum was devastated, and but she came round and she'd just play with my kids for half an hour. Yeah. And because they didn't know what was going on and they didn't particularly care because they were so little, it just took her out of herself for a bit, and that's the point, isn't it?
Yeah. 30 minutes, everyone, they should prescribe it. 30 minutes with a couple of 5-year-olds and under. Boom, that's the soul taken out, spat on and polished up a little bit and then inserted gently.
It reminds you that there is loveliness and there is innocence in the world.
And purity. Yeah. There you go, you see? That's what it's all about. Well, then,
always puts a smile on my face.
If you've got a bit of that coming up, Ruby, then you're going to be all right.
Yeah.
This weekend.
I won't lie. Today and yesterday I had thoughts that disturbed me a little. Disturbed me in the sense that I thought to myself, this person that sorry to go back to the same topic as yesterday, but this person that I got to know, I thought to myself, despite everything I know about them that disgusted me, if they wanted me back, I would say yes. And I even considered, should I beg them to take me back? I didn't want to think this way, but it came to me. But then I busied myself with something else. I went and had a glass of water. I texted my friend, and the thought went, like what you said yesterday really stayed
You
with
are not your thoughts. And it's okay to think that. It's okay to think, well, what happens if I begged them? And what happens if I offered to do this, this and this? It's okay to think that, but you don't actually have to act on it. And also, it doesn't mean that is you. It doesn't mean that you are the type of person that would necessarily do that. It's just a thought. And you think, right, there's a thought. Not going to act on that, so thanks very much, bye-bye. Yeah. And then just let it drift down the river.
The other thing is, Ruby, that it's fine, natural and perfectly okay for you to miss the feeling that person gave you at one point.
Absolutely, yes. It's the feeling that I can't.
Yeah.
Well...
And that's what everyone wants.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to feel like that. It's magic.
Yeah.
But you don't need to get it from that person because it wasn't, it didn't turn out to be the right kind of thing. But that feeling was something, and that feeling is something that's not unique to that person.
Yeah, that's what's been so hard to get my head around, as in, will I ever get this feeling again? Is this person unique and special? But they're not really. And from what I found out later, like I was saying, they're not the kind of person that is respectful towards women. The way in which they speak and treat women's not good at all.
And you deserve better than that. You deserve better than that, and you don't have to settle for it.
Yeah, even though with me, they put on this a gentleman act and completely charming. And even when they let the mask slip a little, and I had my doubts, I carried on because I'm a lifelong people pleaser. And B, I'm so polite, I can never say no to anyone. And, well, C, because they made me feel a way that I felt I couldn't say no.
Yeah.
Because it had gotten so... like I was falling deeper and deeper and deeper. And I know on the surface it sounds trivial. Just some guy I met online. We talked for a bit. But even though it sounds trivial, it was more than that. Like, it's hard to explain.
I get it. We get it. We get it. We can hear in your voice, and we get it. Here's the thing. I was never very good at saying no, and I had to learn to do it. And once you learn to do it, it's so empowering. Being able, and I would do like jobs I didn't want to do, and I would go to places I didn't want to go to, and because it's easier just to say, yeah, sure. Hey, would you come and do that? Yeah, sure. Of course I will. People pleasing, that's what it's all about. But can you get the phone, please, James? But yeah, it's learning to say no is an amazing thing, and you should kind of practice saying no to people. So if you find yourself in situations like you're in a cafe, can I get a coffee? Yeah, sure. Do you want a cake with that? No, thanks. Just small things like that. Just, I don't know what situations would apply to you specifically, but just situations where you would normally say yes, just practice saying no. And watch, no one will think any less of you. No one will judge you. No one will kind of step back and go, oh my gosh, she said no, what a cow. No one cares. No one cares. It's amazing. Once you realise that, the freedom it gives you.
Yeah. I mean, with this person as well, eventually it was me that said no.
I was going to say, you did draw a line in the end because you felt that it wasn't right, and it was getting further and further over that line.
Yeah. Well, I knew it would be too difficult for me, despite their insistence that this and this will happen. I wasn't convinced because they weren't thinking of me.
Good for you.
Thank you.
That takes an awful lot of strength,
You've got this, Ruby. Like I said yesterday, I can hear an intelligent, spiritually beautiful, strong woman. And you got this, and it's going to be lousy for a little bit, and then it won't be quite so lousy, and then one day it'll be all right, and you'll go, oh, God, it's been all right today, and it'll get lousy again as soon as you remember, and then it'll be all right. You're going in the right direction, Ruby.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you. We appreciate it. Have a good weekend, and we'll speak next week, OK?
You as well.
All right.
I'll call you back.
Take care. Thanks very much. Bye-bye. Let's go to Start. Good evening, Start.
Hiya. I just wanted to say to Ruby,
yes.
I know how she feels with everything that's gone on because it happened to me as well in my past with my ex. I stayed with him for 5 years, and he emotionally abused me, called me all the names under the sun, told me I was worthless, told me I would never find anybody better than him because nobody'd ever have me. And, he made my self-esteem that low. I stayed with him because I actually started to believe him. And then it got to a point where I was even pushing my family away. I was pushing everybody away because of the things that he was telling me, and he was making me that low. I was believing him that my family didn't care about me and my friends didn't care about me, And it got to the point where I was completely on my own, and I was self-sufficient on him because he was taking all the money. He was gambling all the time. I'd never gotten nothing. You know, he'd literally take my bank card out my purse, go and get the shopping money, and go and gamble it away in the you know, the bookies and stuff like that. So I'd have to like constantly be asking people to borrow me money just to get some food in the house.
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I just clicked, and it was like, you know what? I don't need this in my life. I need something better. And I did. I turned around to him and I said, look, I can't do it no more. I've got to leave. And I left, and I stopped with a friend for a few months and managed to get myself a flat. And, you know, I lived in this flat for about 3 years on my own. I didn't have nobody around me, like, personally, if you know what I mean, like sexually and stuff like that. I just thought, no, I need to bring myself back. I need to work on myself. And I did. And I worked on me and bringing the old person back and the old me back that he had pushed down. And when I did, I finally realised that there was people there that loved me and cared for me and wanted what was best for me. And I managed to find somebody that now treats me like a queen. You know, he'd do anything for me. He always tells me, it doesn't matter how much of a bad day I'm having, you know, with my depression and stuff like that, he'll sit there, and if he sees I'm having a bad day, he'll sit there and he'll talk to me about it, you know, and he's always complimenting me, telling me how beautiful I look, and, you know, and things like that. And at first, when I first got with him, I wasn't sure how to take it, because I'd never had that in my life before. I'd never had somebody in my life before that complimented me. I was always constantly going with the people that put me down and things like that. But now that I've actually realised that this person that is good for me, I know that my life is better the way it is, and it took me a while to get there, but I have got there. I mean, my depression and stuff is still bad because of my health, but he actually works with me and helps me with it instead of trying to use that against me.
There you go. Perfect.
And it's absolutely amazing. And I just want to let her know that, yeah, it's going to take a while for her to get there because of those feelings that she's got, but she will get there eventually. And when she does, it'll be the most amazing feeling ever to know that she's done it herself and actually brought the self herself back round.
Hey, nice one, Star. Thanks for sharing that.
No worries, you're welcome.
Cheers, my dears. Ta-ta. There we go.
Bye.
What nice listeners we got. We got the nicest listeners. Sloop John B.
Hey, we're the monkeys. How you doing? Oh, not supposed to ask that. Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Yes, sir. Sloop.
Listen, I wanted to tell you about a theory I heard to get your take on it.
Okay, good. I'm good.
And you've seen the film Pulp Fiction, right?
A long time ago, yes.
Well, there's a cut scene in the film that I saw the other day, and Uma Thurman films John Travolta on a high-8 camera, and she hits him with this theory, so I'm going to give it to you now. She says, there are two types of people in the world, Beatles people and Elvis people. Yeah. And although you can like both of them, you can't like them both the same, and at some point you have to choose. Yeah. And that's how you can divide people in the world into two camps. What's your thoughts on that?
I think Beatles and Elvis are a little bit too similar to differentiate, really.
Do you think so?
Yeah, I think you'd get a lot of people that would dig both. I mean, they're wrong, because Elvis sucks. We know that. Elvis is terrible.
You sing Elvis yourself on the air.
Sorry?
You sing Elvis, don't you?
No, I sing Ian Lee. I sing Ian.
You sing Ian Lee, oh.
I sing Ian. Elvis sings Elvis. I sing Ian, which is...
What about Catherine?
I'm not an Elvis person. My sister is.
I just think a lot of people will say that they like the early Beatles and they like Elvis. I think I can see too much of a crossover between those acts. I think you're more likely to say you're either a Beatles person, or... Well, no, actually, why are we even debating some crappy Quentin Tarantino dialogue that he cut from his film?
You're not a Tarantino fan?
I think as a human being, he's a knob.
Well, yeah, you've got a point there.
I haven't seen Pulp Fiction. I haven't seen Pulp Fiction since it came out. I bought it on Hooky VHS in Camden Market for $5, really bad quality, and I watched it loads of times, and I used to really love it. But that would have been, about
1995.
Yeah, I was going to say I was 23, so 95, 96.
I had the poster in my bedroom at university.
And I've not seen it since then, and I wonder if it would stand the test of time. Zed's dead, baby.
It's a great film. Well, that's what I said. That's why I watched it the other day. I just thought I'll have to ask Ian about this.
Reservoir Dogs is... right, here we go. Reservoir Dogs is a good film. Right, because it's like brilliant. A play. So it's a play. Basically, it's a play filmed in front of a camera. Right?
Well, I heard it's ripped off from a Japanese film, but that's beside.
Of course it is. He rips everything off, right? Kill Bill, boring.
Yeah.
Jackie Brown, boring.
No, I like Jackie Brown.
You're wrong. It's boring.
That's right.
It's a boring film.
Sit your raggedy ass down.
Boring.
My favourite, From Dusk Till Dawn.
Like,
Catherine, that's my favourite as well.
Yeah.
He wrote True Romance too. Have you seen that?
Yeah, boring.
Yeah, I don't really remember a lot about it.
Inglourious Bastards.
Boring. Even the bit with Elvis in the mirror talking to him.
Boring.
I like you, Clarence.
Inglourious Bastards is I've not seen, but it looks boring. Every other film he's ever done since looks boring. He's doing a film about Charles Manson. It looks boring. The guy's a joke.
Talk about Charles Manson be boring. It should be great.
Yeah, the guy's a joke. The guy's a joke.
Are you just worried about how he's going to portray Dennis Wilson or something?
No, I just don't want to go and watch a movie about Charles Manson directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, can I just say one quick thing before I go in there? You know the Beach Boys film? Is it Love and Music or something?
Love and Mercy.
Yeah.
This guy calls up. He's called Sloop John Bean. He doesn't know the name of the Brian Wilson movie. Wow.
I like the
he's talking to me about what films I should and shouldn't like. Wow, this guy's a joke. Yes, mate.
Is it any good?
Love and Music. Yeah, go on. Love and Music. Yeah, named after the Brian Wilson song "Love and Music" from his first solo album, Brian Wilson. Love and Music. Yeah, go on. Love and Music.
Yeah, the film.
Yeah, called Love and Music. Yeah.
Love and Music. Yeah, I got that.
Yeah, it's Love and it's named after the song "Love and Music" from the first Brian Wilson album.
I've not heard that one.
Yeah. Oh, right. Okay. Sloop John B. Yes, it's a great film.
Well, there you go. All right, I'll have a look and I'll let you know.
Thanks, man. Hey, I appreciate the.
Does anyone get shot in it or take loads of drugs? Oh, they take a lot of drugs in it.
He takes a lot of drugs in it.
Maybe Brian Wilson does the Samuel L. Jackson, The Path of the Righteous Man.
There you go. You see, Zed's dead, baby. Hey, nice one, Sleep. Thanks for the call, man.
Laters, bye bye.
Laters, I like that. I enjoy talking to Sleep.
Saucy, you know.
Let's go to Mark. Good evening, Mark.
Good evening, and how are you?
None of your business. What you got for us, Mark?
Oh, well, I was just getting involved in that Quentin Tarantino discussion then, and I still think his films are pretty cool. I think they're good.
We're glad.
Boom!
Whoa!
See, you got burnt there, Mark. You got burnt.
He was just going to leave you dangling. I felt like I had to bring it to some kind of close.
You know what? That was a total, blimmin', you might as well have had a church bell ringing in the background.
Yeah. I was exaggerating slightly for comic effect. If Pulp Fiction were on, I'd sit down and watch it probably.
Oh, loved it. You know what, though? I went to see that at the cinema when it came out, and I just did not get it. I had to go back about 2 or 3 times.
Oh, because there's like the time jump in there, isn't there?
Yeah, it was like the first time that the filmmaker had used that sort of time walk thing,
Well, I watched it. I don't recommend it, but I watched it on a Hooky video that I bought in Camden, and I thought that it'd been, because sometimes you get those videos and they're edited wrong, and I thought that it's like, oh no, there's like an hour in the wrong place, and balls. But then you realise it's part of
Yeah, you got Travolta who's been shot in the toilet, and then the next thing he's walking around again, and I'm like, whoa, hang on, he's dead.
I just don't. Here's the thing. I didn't like Jackie Brown. I thought Kill Bill was just awful.
Well, yeah.
Boring.
It's only half a film, though, isn't it?
Well, no, because there's 2 of them.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, there's 2 of them. But then I saw an interview with Uma Thurman last year when she said that he was a bit of a sleazebag. And that whole thing about him strangling her with the chains. Did you read that?
Yeah.
He nearly killed her.
Yeah.
Two instances,
Really?
he nearly killed her. In a car crash, she nearly died. So, like, a camera came off and hit her or something. And another thing where she had to be strangled with a chain, and Quentin said, I will do it, and I will hold it a little bit longer than you're comfortable with, and we'll get the shot. And he nearly swore then. And he choked her with a metal chain. He choked her. And
No
she
way.
found it terribly upsetting, as one would. And I just thought, all right, there's authenticity and there's also acting. And, you know, sometimes you just got to act. And that I thought was a bit of a joke, really.
I think the fact he tries to get in his own movies as well is a little bit like...
Oh, he's a terrible actor,
And he's always
isn't he?
himself.
Oh, no, he's always himself. He's one ugly mofo, you know.
Wow, gosh, that escalated quickly.
No, but it's a thing where he does that thing where he no, for, you know, 5 minutes. It's like, OK, we know you can talk fast. Come
Yeah,
on.
we know. Yeah, you've got verbal diarrhea, mate. You know, that's pretty much your thing, isn't it?
When did you last watch Pulp Fiction, Mark?
I watched it actually about 2 or 3 months ago, just to kind of see what it was all about again.
And was it all right?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's just star-studded, isn't it? You know, you've got them all in there, haven't you?
You have got them all in there. I'm a big Bruce Willis fan, so I enjoy his bit.
I think it's a bit dated now, if you want the honest truth, because there's so many films that have just moved on from it, and it's just kind of, it was like it was the starting point, wasn't it, for a lot of filmmakers.
It was so cool at the time, though. So cool.
Oh, it was. Yeah,
Whereas Reservoir Dogs, I don't think that can date as well, because it's pretty much just like one shot, you know. That
I didn't get that. I mean, Reservoir Dogs was not one of my favourites, but you saying it was one of yours, but I didn't find it that good.
Out of his stuff, it was. I remember because I remember that again. Someone had a video of that before Pulp Fiction came out, and it was still a bit of an underground thing. And I remember watching that late at night and thinking, yeah, this is all right. But here's the thing, Mark. I'm kind of, apart from superhero movies, I'm quite bored of movies where people just go around shooting each other now.
Yeah, it needs a bit more of a plot, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit of story.
And there's so many hitmen movies as well, you know. They're always hitmen or Secret Service or, you know, come on, let's move away from that one as well. That's just boring as well.
Mark, you and me, we're going to make a movie together. Natalie's going to sing the theme tune. You and me, we're going to make a movie, and it's not going to be about hitmen. It's going to be about just guys having fun, and it's going to be cool. It's going to be good guys having fun, and that's what it's going to be about.
But very quickly, I mean, Inglourious Bastards. Bastards. Sorry,
Bastards.
Yeah, but,
yes.
That was ridiculous. I mean, really?
Do you know what? I've not actually seen that. That's the World War II one, isn't it? It
Brad
just,
Pitt.
it just looked rubbish.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Yeah.
All right. Nice one, Mark. Hey, listen, thanks for the call.
It's been a pleasure.
Trust me, it's been more of a pleasure for us, buddy. It's been more of a pleasure for us. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Another 20 minutes to go before Martin Kellner comes in. This is the Late Night Alternative on Talk Radio with Iain and Kath.
The wild man of late night radio.
The Late Night Alternative with Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
We have ways of making you talk.
We are nearly done. 0344 499 1000 is the phone number. Catherine, what have you brought to... what dip have you brought to the party for us to
have this
enjoy?
dip.
Yes,
Stephen Ainscough, 54, invited 80 people to his second wedding bash in Wigan, Greater Manchester.
Okay.
Despite being married still to his first wife, Sandra.
No, we do not approve of that, although we all get a little slight thrill when we hear about bigamy, don't we?
A bus driver who was still wedded to his estranged wife when he tied the knot with another woman has been spared jail. Stephen Ainscough, 54, organised a full-on wedding bash with up to 80 people when he married his new bride, Angela Atkinson. This came despite him still being married to his first wife, Sandra, from whom he'd separated after 16 years of marriage in 2010.
So they've been separated a long time?
For a long time, yeah.
Yeah.
Proceedings to divorce the woman, however, didn't start until 2017.
Okay. It's always slightly different when... I prefer it when they're leading double lives and they've got two wives that they're actively rogering.
Wow.
I couldn't think of a way to... I didn't know what to...
Rogering.
Well, you know what I mean. Screwing.
Oh.
Having.
Oh.
Doing. I don't know. Loving?
Well?
Entering.
Oh. Anyway, you got stop it. Do you know how you got found out?
Let me think. Yes, Facebook. It's always Facebook, isn't it, these days?
No, it says, according to the Mirror Online.
Yeah.
He was found out when a relative tells first wife about invite to second wedding.
Oh, she was angry she didn't get invited. Is it?
I don't know. It looks like it doesn't explain it in the rest of the thing. I'm just looking at it now.
Well, so she obviously went to the police and said, "This guy's a jerk. He's a piece of trash.
Yeah,
he's a scumbag. He's an a-hole. He's an A-man.
Incredible.
This guy's an A-man."
He must have known he was still married. What was he thinking?
Well, he was probably thinking it'll get sorted out at some point, and maybe she was. I blame her. The second wife. Maybe she was putting pressure on and he couldn't say no and he got married. Just thought, yeah, get sorted out, maybe.
Mrs. Ainscough, I'm not sure which one, says she questioned him about the incident and was told the event in October was just a ceremony and not a marriage.
Oh.
Well, that's not true at all.
No, that's a lie. You can't lie under the eyes of God.
Or to your wives.
Well.
Because it'll all come out. So
No.
he gets 12-month community order in order to complete 100 hours of unpaid work and having to pay £170 in costs.
Yes, he's got to do what, sorry? What's his punishment? Hang on. Surely his punishment is he's got to live with them both. Thanks very much.
Live with them, that's what you were looking for earlier on.
OK, right.
Instead of...
Bumming. So what's his punishment, apart from having to live with them both?
Oh, she's going to marry him again. Ms. Atkinson, who attended court with Ainscough, remains with her husband and they hope to have a smaller wedding later in the year. Ainscough was sentenced to a 12-month community order and ordered to complete 100 hours of unpaid work. He'll also have to pay £170 in costs.
Ah, that's all right. Worst thing is you've got to live with them both. Do the thing about the vagina tightener.
Oh, that one?
Yeah.
All right.
That's my favourite story of the day.
There's another one that you've not seen, but I'll do this one if you want.
Yes, please.
Okay, let me find it. Where is it? E-cigar, is it?
Where
no, that's e-cigarette, because it looks like a cigar. That's why I'm thinking it's that one.
Where's my vagina tightener? I'm sure I left it. Oh, blimey, it's dropped out.
I don't actually know where it is. Hang on. I'm trying to find it.
Hang
on.
OK, we're hanging on.
I will. I'll find it. Hang on.
OK, you find it. Catherine, how does this story make you feel? Oh, did that come out? Okay. Oh, no, hang on. There we go.
Horny.
There we go.
Oh, now, come on. That's not nice. Horny.
This is for all you guys.
Horny.
Stop
it.
If I listen too long, my brain turns to mush.
Horny.
Never. I can't believe what I'm listening to.
Horny. Horny.
I can't
Stop it, 'cause I'm trying to find it, but you're putting me off.
listening
Horny.
Run like the wind, run for your life.
Hey, guys, look out, Cass.
Horny.
So...
Run like the wind, run for your life.
I am broken Britain.
The Sun.
I would not say yes, but I certainly would not say no.
And hello on Free County, hello on Talk Radio, number one lady, Miss Catherine Ball.
Horny. All right, stop that. Right, this is in the Sun's fabulous section,
Yes.
so to speak. Dirty pervert. Bit of a stretch. Stupid.
You're a pervert.
Come on.
Steady.
Stupid vagina tightening stick claims to make sex feel like the first time by exfoliating calluses.
I don't want sex to feel like the first time because it wouldn't last for it's like 10 seconds.
Also, exfoliating calluses. Calluses?
Inside your vagina.
Is the suggestion there? The bizarre...
It's a bad taste in my mouth.
Ugh. A bizarre vagina tightening stick has been slammed.
BVTS.
And I think they mean that the stick is bizarre rather than it's for bizarre vaginas.
Well...
has been slammed on social media for stupid claims that it will help you...
Don't slam it on social media. we've got to slam it, but it's not there.
You're a fanny.
For stupid claims that it will help you return to your former tightness in seconds.
Golly gosh.
The creators of the Jamu stick...
Jamu, you say?
...suggest the oblong-shaped device, just say it looks like a cigar, ensures sex feels like the first time by dealing with a loose vagina... Oh, God. I feel like Jenny Eclair in those adverts. vaginal discharge and odour.
Okay.
And exfoliating calluses.
Okay.
All right, okay, we're through that bit now. On the website, the creators claim the stick, which is 12 centimetres long, 2.5 centimetres wide, and is meant to be placed, we know where it's meant to be placed, for at least 30 seconds.
You're a fanny.
Contains a secret recipe of herbs to stimulate hormone balance and strengthen the, and I'm quoting, flabby or insensitive vaginal muscles.
Dirty pervert.
They write it can be used for vaginal cleansing.
Please stop saying that
vaginal
word.
microflora.
Stop saying that word now, because now it's lost all meaning.
Elimination, discharge and odour, tightening of the vagina, increase of libido,
I've got a mouthful of sausage.
Intensification of sexual feelings. They add that tightening the vaginal wall increases sexual feelings, restores a sense of youth and vitality to your intercourse.
Your fanny looks so young. That's not a thing you want to say in the bedroom, is it?
Something different with that.
That's not something you want to say. Oh, it looks so young. Oh, it looks like a teen. Oh, no. No.
Additionally, they suggest that women from all over Indonesia have used these sticks since time immemorial.
I want a new one. No, not if it's been passed around.
And still used to maintain intimate purity and love for their husbands. In a Facebook post, they also claim the stick exfoliates calluses. The caption reads, "The biological exfoliation of the callus inside of the vagina sensitises, cleans and regenerates, as well as having a positive effect on the consistency and aroma." Oh,
Okay, no, come on.
Okay, there we go. So anyway, let's get to where everyone starts having a laugh about it.
Do you want me to do it for you, rub it in?
No, I don't. One woman commented, I just use my husband's belt sander. I get a lot of smoking, but it smells funny. But there's no more calluses in my nunny.
Shaggy pony.
Another joked, so one guy finally found a clitoris and thinks it's a callus. A third pointed out, harmful, inaccurate and stupid. That's the scientist. According to the NHS, your vagina is designed to keep itself clean with the help of natural secretions. They also recommend pelvic floor exercises to help tone the vaginal muscles and your pelvic floor muscles. So, please, girls, leave the cigar where it's supposed to be.
You can pack that in as soon as you like.
I like mine quite hard, and then I like to put it all in my mouth at once.
Let's go to Sheila. Good evening, Sheila.
Oh. You got your Jamu stick?
Hello.
Hello, Sheila.
Hiya.
How are your calluses?
Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, can you hear us?
And hello, gorgeous.
That'll be me.
Hello, gorgeous Kath.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
How are your calluses?
I've got no calluses.
You use the Jamo stick?
I've got no calluses.
Okay. Gosh, I didn't hear that, but I think my cats did.
Okay.
There we go.
Anyway,
Sheila.
You've taken me off my train of thought now.
I don't think that was us.
Yes, it was.
I don't think you had a ticket for your train of thought, and security has booted you off in between stations.
Okay, this is what I want to ask about Richard that was on a little bit earlier.
Okay.
And I really liked that call. I thought it was lovely because he trusted you and you were very kind to him.
Yeah.
So, and he gave him a different name.
Sorry?
Yeah, you said if he calls up on Monday, he's going to start afresh.
Yeah, I didn't give him a different name.
You said you just won't be pissed.
Okay, can I have a different name on Monday?
We can do that. You've totally misheard what happened. But yeah, of course we can.
Because every time I phone up, they're like, "Oh, Sheila," before I even phone up. So can I have a fresh start, please?
Yes, you can.
But if we know what your name is now, then it's going to get put on the records, and then when you ring up, they'll say, "Oh, Patricia."
No, I won't say it now.
Right.
Oh. So hang on. Do you want us to give you a
different phone? I've tried it a couple of times on different phones, but
here's the thing, right? Everyone thinks that their voice is quite plain and that no one really recognises their voice, right? Everyone thinks
that's what I would hope.
Yeah. Your voice is in the top 10% of the most distinctive voices we have phoning this show. Yeah.
I would know you a mile off.
Yeah,
and I would know if you were doing
and that's not an insult. In many ways, that's a compliment. But your voice is quite distinctive.
Okay, but... Okay, I'm giving up alcohol next week. And I want to give it a try.
Okay, fine. Do you... So you
and
don't
I would
want
like to phone up and be completely different.
Fine, okay, fine. I like it. Definitely, I'm up for that. Of course I am. We all shape our own destinies within a certain
Catherine
extent.
probably knows why I'm giving it up next week. I'm giving it up next Wednesday.
and I'm going to really try to do it.
Okay, that's good news.
And I would like to be able to phone up and not be me.
What's happening next Wednesday?
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
But,
That's good.
okay.
All right, fair enough. So, do you want us to give you a name, or are you going to use a different name?
No, I don't mind. You can give me a name.
But if we give you a name, then we'll know.
Yes.
If we give you a name, we'll know it's you.
Yeah. I don't mind you guys knowing. I don't want... Oh, no. I don't want everyone else knowing,
Well,
so...
let's pretend we didn't have this conversation.
Let's call you... Can we call you Symmetra?
What's that? What does that mean?
It's from the game Overwatch that I used to play.
Okay.
Yeah. Symmetra's a good name. Now, do you want us to change the name on the screen now?
I think so, yeah.
Okay,
I
James?
don't like phoning up and it's always like, oh, hello, Sheila.
We're going to change Sheila's name on the screen to Symmetra. That is spelt S-Y... I think it's double M-E-T-R-A. Symmetra.
Ian, before you spell it, can I just say I've got a real crush on somebody that isn't real. He's a computer game person. I really,
is it
really
Luigi?
like him. It's The Witcher.
Who's The Witcher?
Do you know The Witcher?
No.
You never played the game The Witcher?
Oh, don't remember.
Is he a big, muscly blonde man?
No, he's quite an old grey, muscly man, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's Monday's phone-in, Symmetra. Are we calling you Symmetra yet, or Sheila?
No, I'll be Symmetra now.
Okay.
That's fine.
Well, that's Monday's phone-in, Symmetra. Fake people that you've got a crush on.
Because there's lots of stuff I want to talk to you about, but it's stuff I can't talk about under my own name. Hello?
Yeah. Okay. You absolute nut job. All right. Well then.
Night, darling. Bye.
Good night, Symmetra.
Bye.
Goodbye forever, Sheila.
Who was that?
I have no idea.
I don't know who that was. Strange.
Anyway, good for her. I don't know why she thought I would know why Wednesday was. Why that
Strange call. By the way, this is... come in, Martin. Got good news, by the way. Good news. David Hasselhoff is getting ready to hit the big screen in a film version of Knight Rider.
Oh.
No. We're going to go and see it. The Hoff 66 is returning as... I love Knight Rider. Is returning as Michael Knight in his talking car kit, playing a high-tech crime fighter. The series made him a household name. Now, after a decade of trying to create a film project, he is back. 33 years on from the last series, he said... I cannot talk about it, but if I was a betting man, I would bet maybe in about a year you could take some popcorn to a movie theatre, it's a cinema, and see a new Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff. I would totally be up. I love Knight Rider. It's one of the greatest TV series of all time. It's an inspiration. Martin Kellner's here. Good evening, Martin.
Yes, good evening. Yes, thank you very much indeed. Yeah, I am a betting man, as it happens.
Okay.
It's my hobby, compulsive gambling.
Yes.
And I wouldn't put that bet. You know, I've put some ridiculous bets on.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet
Well,
that.
I'm betting that I can take some popcorn to a movie theatre.
Yeah.
To watch David Hasselhoff in a Knight Rider movie. I'm betting it.
I'm busy.
Well, I'm betting you wouldn't, because you can't take it with you. You've got to buy it in the theatre. If you're caught, take with your own.
No, I've just recently started. If you take a bag, they don't search your bags. So we go to the Smiths over the road and we buy sweets and we buy... I must admit, I have bought popcorn once, but the popcorn in the... But we buy it in the Smiths, buy the drinks, put it in the bag. They've never checked.
No.
Never checked.
Yeah, I thought you meant you bought popcorn from the Smiths, and I thought, wow.
No. They don't...
That would be cheeky of them, wouldn't it?
They don't sell it anymore. And also they were just selling Panda Pops and we like our whites. We're out of time. We haven't got any time.
A shame.
You haven't got any time. You're banging on about popcorn.
Well,
like a crazy fool. Thank you, James. We will be back on Monday at 10 o'clock. Stay tuned, though. Coming up after 1, it's Martin Kellner.